You got a date? You got a date? No, Lo has a date. Tonight, it's 12. It's midnight. As we speak, he has a date after midnight. We know what that means. Welcome back to another episode of the Peer-to-Peer Podcast. I'm your host, the one and only Agent Zero. Today, I'm joined with a couple brothers. All right. First off, we got
thing.
We got our co-host, the one and only.
Yo, what up, YouTube? It's the one and only legend of winning, aka Lo.
Okay.
You gonna scoot over?
I mean, this is what he's giving me. This is what he's giving me. Watch that wire. This wire's the power right here. That's what I'm saying. That's what he's giving me.
And we're joined with Legend of Winning's only brother.
Okay.
Omar, Oppression Omar, as he goes by on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oppression Omar.
Okay. Little Legend of Winning. I win more than you though, but it's.
You gonna talk into the mic?
Can y'all get the?
Are you gonna
come on?
Because you was singing into the mic a moment ago.
Last time they said I was like swallowing the mic, so I don't want to swallow the mic.
That's what you should be going for.
Swallowing the mic.
You'd be way better swallowing the mic.
Like if your lips aren't by
better
accident
than who?
touching.
Swallowing the mic better than who?
Who do you?
Davis, because Davis literally last night we was doing a video and guess whose audio is messed up.
Davis can't swallow.
Whose video?
No, my video. The Magic City video.
Oh,
And
he said.
Oh, for real?
Oh, okay.
That's tough.
He said Davis can't
That's
swallow.
very tough.
Fucking
I can't believe you didn't drop that today. Or did you and I missed it?
No, I didn't because I've been literally going through Davis's audio and everybody else's audio trying to correct it.
That's a bad day for all of us then.
Davis is so stupid, bro.
Yikes.
Man, hold on.
He's a
like
idiot, bro. I swear to God,
hey,
bro.
it's the first 5
I'll
minutes.
beat the
It's the first 5 minutes, Lo. Come
My
on,
bad,
please. Trying to.
Yeah, shout out to Notification Squad. Yeah. Are y'all gonna do? Come on out.
Hey man, if y'all listening
This
on Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, what's good with y'all? Audio Mac.
Do people really listen to things on Audio Mac for
Exactly. Fuck Audio Mac. That's what I've been trying to say this whole time.
Right, but even
Apple
if there's
Podcasts,
only one
because I
or
don't
two
care. I don't
people-
care how many people is listening to Audio
real?
Mac.
I think Audio Mac is an Android thing. To be honest,
Might be. But so is Spotify, Google Play, and Stitcher.
Exactly.
So Apple Podcasts, drop a 5-star. Fuck Audio Mac. Drop a 5-star. Say fuck Audio Mac, man. And word of mouth people. You guys have been kind of silent the last 4 days, I've noticed.
The oral
What's up
folks
with
get
that?
it out there.
Oh, I haven't said anything on Twitter in the past like a few days. Anyway.
Oh, okay, that's probably what it is. Hey, shout out to the word of mouth people though. Davis has been getting consecutively ratioed. He tried to out ratio me today, and then I ratioed him back. You know what I'm saying?
He's the only nigga I know who says, "Let me try to ratio you."
By like pumping up his tweet too, by quote tweeting it and liking it and shit.
That's hella weird.
He's a weirdo, bro, and then still loses in his own battle. He's a weirdo.
He started the fight. Like I have no intention on ratioing Davis.
And then your rage comes behind him. Like every tweet from now on, you're getting ratioed. I'm like, oh my god. Dude.
Hey, and make sure, man, y'all listening on YouTube, and you got the video version. If you haven't already, make sure to go.
What? Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
You're doing that on purpose. Because you literally just brought it up. So you did.
I do it again. Prompt me
Hey,
again.
all right, man. If you're on YouTube, make sure to go.
Notification gang. Click the bell. Click the bell. Noti gang. Click the bell so you can be a part of the Noti gang. No, for real. Stop playing with it.
That was horrible. You guys might not want to be Noti gang.
I thought you was gonna say repost or something like that. I didn't.
Repost.
The fuck is this? Pinterest? What is repin? You ever had to repost? This LinkedIn?
Yes.
Hold on.
LinkedIn.
So how many protests you been to in the last week?
Last week. I haven't.
Yes, brother Omar. How many protests have you been out there, brother Omar?
And I know somebody's gonna notice it. Yes, we do have on matching glasses today.
Oh wow!
Did I do it on purpose?
No one was gonna notice that.
No, they were. Did I do it on purpose? No, I can't really see. I haven't been to any protests this week.
Is that like a career low for you?
It is. I had to take a second off. You know, John Lewis's funeral. I had to, you know what I'm saying? I had to attend those. I had to speak at those.
You do a lot of speaking, huh?
I do a lot of speaking. I do a lot of observing.
Okay.
I do a lot of things, so.
You had to take an activism break. I get it.
But like in real life though, online, you're always an activist.
Always.
So let me say this, because
preach on, brother.
Agent, no.
Preach on, brother.
Agent called me and said, "Yo, dog, I've been begging for you to come on the pod. Like I've been asking you, but I don't want you to troll." And I want this to be. When have I trolled? I've been trolling on here. I trolled last time I was on here.
Come on, Omar. You've been trolling, man.
I didn't troll the last time I was on here.
There's like a bone that you guys have in your family where it's like uncontrollable troll.
I think I might have
I
said.
don't even know what side of the family we get that on either.
I think our dad's side. So, no, mommy to be, but I probably said 2 things on here last time that were trolls. Everything else I said was legitimate.
You said like a crazy ass. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, one of them was
What
a simp
about
story.
my biggest simp? Like
Yeah.
No. It was like it was something crazy. It was like you referenced somebody and it was just the craziest.
Oh, D Wade, no D Wade.
Yes.
And like I said, I only said 2 troll things. What was the D Wade is a loving father? I don't like that. Wasn't a troll.
Man.
That wasn't necessarily a troll.
No D Wade. That was crazy.
That's crazy.
So why are you? What did you want to come over here and talk about? Omar?
Oh,
what really grind your gears, brother Omar?
So we want to get into that bag.
Talk about
already.
some of the systemic issues plaguing our youth.
Wait, first of all, because the youth gonna be all right. They killers out here.
Oh,
I don't know if y'all saw these tweets today.
Preach.
And I want to really get into women because we don't get into women enough.
We kind of do, but
We don't.
we get into women so much. I had to call Candace and be like, "Yo, you got to come here and like speak a perspective of a woman's side."
Matter of fact, get 4 chairs because I want to come and debunk everything she says. So, because I want to get into women today. First of all, I think my introductory statement question: how dare they? That's just to anything. How dare women?
Oh.
So there's this video going on. No, I'm saying there's this video going around of this man. He presents a gift to his girlfriend, and it's a bag and a bag and a bag and a bag, and eventually it's like it's a DNA test.
It's literally trending. It was trending.
It's trending. It's a DNA test.
What do I search for it though?
I guess type DNA test. Yeah, it's a DNA test of their child that they have together, supposedly. But what really happens is the guy finds out that their 3-year-old daughter is not theirs, and he kicks both of them out.
I sent it to roomies.
Actually, it would have because I had different scenes.
So look. She's unbagging and it's bags and bags and bags and bags. And
oh my God, what is this?
Oh, this is kind of funny, troll.
I think we need to define troll too. This is great delivery to me. I don't know.
Now, troll is not negative.
An envelope.
I think it has negative connotations.
Troll is just like playing too
Yeah,
much.
it's just like a.
You think he's playing too much right here?
Yeah, because he could have just said it. Here's a DNA test.
Let's open this.
And she really thinks she getting some too.
She's cute too.
Dumbass bitch. She's a whore.
Okay. But she's cute, so.
A cute whore.
This better be a ticket to Dubai for 2 weeks straight.
All right, pause it. Real
Wait,
quick.
a ticket to
Pause
what?
That, pause that.
To
said
Dubai.
No,
Dubai.
the fact that you know for like a smidgen that you've been playing this man for this long,
And you talking about
and you have the
tickets to
audacity
Dubai.
to even just sit there and say, "What this better be is."
A ticket to,
Because I make demands when it comes to my surprises.
and it's because she has a uterus. Go ahead.
Because you know I've been wanting to go to Dubai.
Open it up.
Man, she is not like.
Yeah, read it.
Look at her dumb ass.
What is this?
You know what it is?
You know what it is.
I just want you to know that I know.
The thing is like this. You know what this shit is.
Yeah, exactly. Like, let's cut the shenanigans. Let's cut the shenanigans. You, out of everybody in this house, you've been knowing for years. You know what that is.
And
You know what that is.
That's what's funny about women. All of a sudden they can't read. She knows what it is. She knows what it is. Play it.
She was just asking for some additional clarification
But
on the
she
matter.
knows what
Like
that
it's
is. She's known for years, so
Uh-huh.
she know what that
Their
is.
daughter's 3.
Yeah, 3.
3
So she's been known for years.
Wait, for 3 years, bro?
Yeyears.
years.
I bet the dad was just
3
like
years.
sitting on the couch one day and he saw like a strand of hair and he was like,
So I mean, part
Maybe
I mean,
4.
so
so
serious
now
stuff.
that you know, it's because he's finna kick her out.
But maybe
Why are you spoiling this great video for me?
but maybe 4 years.
He's finna say get out.
Because remember,
bitch.
she had to be pregnant for 9, and who knows when this was. This is
Oh,
bored. This
man.
is basically 4
No,
years.
okay. So let's run it down a rabbit hole. She might have not known, but she knew she was getting
Even
some
if
dick
she
from
didn't-
somebody
that's what I'm
else.
saying. Even if she didn't know, she knew somebody else was there 4 years ago.
I'm gonna finish this video real quick.
Play.
Thing is not mine. She's not my daughter.
Why did you do this tonight out of all nights? Why?
Cause I wanted.
Is there a better night to have this conversation?
Hell no, I'm doing it on your birthday.
Wait, is this on her birthday?
Yes.
Oh,
That's why she's getting.
This guy's. I like this guy. He's
Yeah.
real petty.
You know what
Swag.
I know. The bed is not mine. I've had doubts. So
What
with that
doubts?
DNA test, the
What?
bed is not mine. She's not my daughter.
Pause it. What doubts?
Right now, she's thinking like, so which one of the guys that I fuck
She
while
said,
I was
no.
with you?
No. She's thinking of the lie to come out. What doubts?
Yeah,
Why would you have doubts?
she's
It don't
thinking
matter.
of-
The paperwork is in front of you, bitch.
Isn't it interesting how like her response to just being caught is to like ask open-ended questions,
What doubts?
like ask a series of
Why,
them.
she might ask, "Are we a family?" I didn't even get this far because I already know not to trust women. So
Why would
keep
you do
going.
this?
Hold on, what have you been
Why-
through, bro?
Yo, she just said, rewind her because she said, "Why did you do this?"
What do you mean?
Why would you do this?
It's his fault.
She loves you though. Why would you do
She's
this?
not my daughter. Why would you do this? Why would you cheat?
I didn't cheat.
Why would you cheat on me?
I didn't.
You didn't
It's
cheat.
proof right there. DNA test. The bed is not my daughter.
Oh, babe, really? Out of all days, you had 3 years to give this to me. Now you want to give this to me?
All right, listen. You and
I
the
hate
bed
her.
got to the end of the month to get out of my house.
You're kidding, right?
I'm not kidding.
But
You
that's your
and
daughter.
your daughter had to the end of the month to get out of my house.
You and
But
your
that's your
daughter.
daughter.
That's right,
It's
King.
not my daughter, Kelly.
Yes, it
The
is.
paperwork says it's not my daughter.
Why would you do this?
I am not the father.
No. Stop.
You can't even like force tears out.
Get out, bitch.
She
So
can't even-
let me say this.
Okay.
In the state of the internet now, everything is probably faked. With that being said, it opens up
No.
the real question.
I'm gonna say that even if that is fake,
It
that's
opens
still
up the real scenario.
That's a real situation.
Yes, I'm packing her up, and he's better than me because I would have had her packed up that day, and her and her baby
You
got
wouldn't
to
though,
go.
but you're just talking.
But like,
What you
okay,
think I'm gonna do? Oh, babe, yeah, I found out, but you know
Not
what?
the day of.
It's all
The
Gucci.
day of?
I would definitely move them out the house though. Like, I'll get you like a grace period of like 2 to 3 weeks at another. It could be a hotel
That's
for
a
all I
month.
care.
That's a month. Yeah.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be at my house though. It would be at a
To get
hotel,
your- to
maybe
get
a
your shit
B&B, and that's all that you get though.
So what was brought up?
Everybody not like you though, so it might be at the house.
But like, how could you look her in the eye again after that? Like, I wouldn't be able to.
She gonna try
And-
to put some pussy on him.
I mean, yeah, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Really, that's what that is. That's what these next few weeks are.
She gonna be trying to
Get to
put.
get as much pussy as you can before she gets. Before she
No.
slip out.
don't
But you
think
don't
so.
want to.
I
You don't
think-
want to get caught up in that because
I don't
if
think
you
she's-
slip up and get her pregnant, she gonna keep
no,
that
that's
shit.
not
He hasn't
You
been,
can't,
he
but,
hasn't
I
been
mean-
able to do that in years.
Oh,
So.
you be pulling out? Okay. I just want to know.
What would I say?
Yeah.
That's my first time seeing that video. That is crazy. Now you are right. Most of the things online.
So,
I just
like I said
assume are
last-
fake, but I can't imagine why she would want to participate in the video if it was fake. You feel me?
So that
Like
brings
that
me
would
to
just
my
make her look so.
But it's fake though, so
quick,
it really wouldn't matter.
quick interjection. Fuck Pretty Boy Fredo. That's something they would do. But let's keep going. Let's keep going
I
back.
thought
on
it,
this
but I didn't
topic.
say it though.
Yeah, I already. Yeah. We'll
that
get
a
there.
Pretty Boy Fredo
We'll get
video?
there.
No, but like that's so. Let's say all her friends see that shit. What I'm saying is they're gonna be like, "That's a horrible look for her," and then she's thinking
Women
about,
do that though.
No, people will do anything to preserve their social standing. Anything. You feel me? And I hate sociology, but one of the most truthful things I learned in sociology was one of the best motivators is actually shame. And right now,
Oh
she's
my
full
god,
of shame.
This
People
nigga's
will
gonna be a terrible parent.
people will do anything to not be shamed. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now, not to say it's the most productive way to go about things, but if I think it's gonna be, oh man, people are gonna be talking about it forever, because humans are so social that the idea of you losing friends or being an outcast because of a social event, who would want that on themselves? That's what I'm saying. That's how I tend to believe, just based on what I seen. But also, like, if it was real, she couldn't shed a fake tear, like she was trying to be
was-
emotional, but it was. Is
She was pretty in shock. But okay, I'm gonna
that
just
what that was? Shock?
let's
Yeah, that's
let's
I would say
separate that
definitely.
specific video and just take the instance of it, like the whole, like the circumstances. I'm kicking the woman out. Somebody told me that this child is all she knows as a dad, or all this child knows as a dad is you. So you have some obligation.
Yeah, so let's
Me.
you don't have obligation.
No.
No. But let's be a bit more serious. What would you do in that situation?
I'm not taking care of. I'm not taking
She's
care of the
leaving.
child.
I don't know what I'll do with the child though. I dead ass don't know. Because
Because 3 years is a long time.
And I noticed because I was 11 when my little brother was born. The worst part is the first fucking couple years. Not that I was a parent, but I would hear all the screaming and I'd be like, I don't know how mom's doing it, but I'm going back to sleep.
Do you remember anything from when you were 3?
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
No, I don't.
So if you don't remember anything from when you were 3, that baby ain't gonna remember me.
But it's not just the perspective of the baby, but it's also the perspective of you as a man, because
I'll get over it. I've been disappointed in my life. People have walked out of my life, so I'll get over it.
I don't know what I would do. Part of me thinks like, man, you can't do that to the child because that child didn't do anything to deserve that situation at all.
You would stay?
There's a possibility. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he.
But she wouldn't be there though.
Yeah, I'm not really concerned about her.
I'm asking you about you and the baby.
I don't know. I'm trying to answer it. Jesus Christ.
Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure he.
You and the baby, Lo. Answer.
I'm pretty sure he thought about it for a second because.
Oh yeah, he did wait till
he
birthday,
loves the baby.
So.
He does love the baby.
So the fact that I'm pretty sure he contemplated that, and that was the kind of answer to it. But I don't know. I don't know what I would do, to be honest with you. I don't think it would be as easy as me just sitting there. I haven't sat there and thought about it. He probably thought about it for like weeks at a point. Like I don't know. I haven't sat there and thought about it for weeks.
It sounds like he's gonna stay in the baby's life. Explain to me, like you would do now, if we were in the privacy. Explain to me that you're raising somebody else's child. Go.
Explain to me why?
No, explain to me. Like, come to me. Hey, Omar, I just want to let you know this little Persimmon, whatever the baby's name is gonna be with me. This is not my baby, but I'm raising it.
That is crazy.
Explain to me.
What am I explaining?
If you're gonna take care of this baby as if it's your baby, explain it to me. How would you explain that to me?
Nigga, I ain't gonna explain shit to you, nigga.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm literally thinking like, nigga, what am I explaining
That's
to you?
crazy.
Nigga?
I'm gonna look at that baby like that.
I would try and like
anybody.
I would try and find the actual
now.
father.
Yeah, you're capping.
Wouldn't you? That what you trying to do?
I swear I wouldn't.
Wouldn't you try and find the father?
No.
Because outside of like, outside of how
I'm not gonna ruin his life.
I care.
Yeah, that's too much like work. You a detective?
Because I'm trying to think. Yeah, actually, but I'm trying to think about what if I was the baby. The baby is.
The baby don't know.
But the baby's gonna be fucked out of anybody right now.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
So that's what I'm thinking. At least if you could find the father, there could be some support there for that baby, so that she doesn't.
Nah,
grow
that's
up.
Too much. I'll just at that point.
But then imagine,
I'm already doing.
Imagine.
I'm just raising.
But imagine like 15 years from then, and for whatever reason, like you just like you find was it a daughter? You find her,
yeah,
and she's doing fucking horrible.
That's your fault. You would feel?
But it would weigh on me though, because there was something I could have done to avoid that situation.
I feel like it would be different. So then my question is, you would feel different if she told you before, right? When was she gonna tell you?
I don't.
You keep bringing it back to the perspective of
her,
the mother, the woman.
I don't care about
nobody. I'm gonna say I don't think anybody is siding with her.
Women are siding with her on Twitter, and that's part of my.
Why did they do that?
So go ahead and say women are stupid.
You got what you?
He's like, you invited this, right?
Go ahead and say you finna look at the
I want to
prize.
find. I'm sorry, but this is the most stupid thing to do. Stop hurting people on the most important day of Sorry, for the audio listeners, let me finish this. This is what the tweet said, by the way. Sorry, I should say that from now on. I'd be forgetting. Niggas listen to this shit on Audio Mac. I'm sorry, but this is the most stupid thing to do. Stop hurting people on the most important day of their lives. There's tomorrow and the next. Okay, well, Twitter user. She's been lying for 3 years.
Longer than that.
4 years.
Almost, yeah, going on 4 years.
Because that's not the first time whoever she cheated on this man with, that's not the first time they fucked. They've been fucking.
Oh, hold on. This says it's actually fake. They do Facebook videos.
No, we get that it's fake. I just want to take it from...
Man, she has like no... What's the word? Dignity?
Oh, didn't
Her.
But people do that all the time, though.
But for Facebook likes, though, bro?
I'm like, you know...
If you want to, it was for YouTube ad revenue.
I
would at least understand the motive.
Chill.
But we
Facebook likes?
I'm trying to keep the
we know
viewers
we know.
fresh.
I understand. We know people do that. It's not.
But do they actually have a daughter, though? Because I would feel bad for the daughter. Because there's a lot of people that's going to believe this.
I didn't get on Facebook and check out if they had a family. So, no, I don't know.
All I know is, I don't know.
This shit went viral. I'm telling you, that's what people did.
All I know is I wouldn't, I had to continue to think about it, but she would have to leave the house.
Yeah, without a doubt.
But she would leave with her baby. And let me say this too.
I would to be honest, I would say no to that.
Hey, now that I know it's fake,
it depends on where she's at in her life. Like if she has,
how can you tell her no? Leave the baby. Leave your baby.
Because that's what the child protective. That's what they gonna say.
They're not gonna.
Because if I gotta call them and then they gonna take you out of here, you leaving the baby regardless.
No, that's not how that works.
It can't work like that. Depending on where she has like a financially stable job and a place to stay. And
no, they're not gonna leave the baby. Right, they'll take the baby. They're not gonna leave the baby.
Take
with
the baby.
some
One of the
stranger.
two. Or take
Yeah,
the
they'll
baby.
why would
take
they
the
take
baby.
the baby from a home with a parent?
Because
The United States is weird, dog.
For real?
But
Yes.
technically speaking, that's not.
Now
that's not the
it
parent.
changed
though.
But it's a
everything.
guardian
Let me say
regardless.
this: everything,
It's a guardian, maybe.
everything changes if he signed his name on the birth certificate. But in this
We
example,
had that conversation before, where if you just sign your name on the birth certificate,
you're a dad.
technically
Like you're a
yours.
dad. But let's say he
Which is just the
didn't.
wildest shit in the world.
Let's say he didn't sign his name on the birth certificate. If she had no type of like stable income or anything like that, and he kicked her out, and she couldn't be on her feet, Child Protective Services would come and pick up that baby.
Yeah, they would set the baby. However,
That's
she
so crazy
but
that
she
they think
would-
the
but she-
better spot for the baby is like in foster care or whatever.
I mean, it might go to
services.
It might go to next to kin or whatever. It might do something like that. But right, foster care. Yeah, you're right.
That's wild. That's wild.
They believe in the foster care system. They created it. What you mean? They profit from it. So
Yeah, exactly.
of course we want.
The foster care system is for profit.
Yes.
The people who are adopting children have to pay.
I get that, but it can still be non-profit.
No,
And
it's not non-profit.
and it's all administrative costs.
And even
they
the-
make money from
Even what's it called? The adoptive home, the adoptive parents or whatever.
They
You
can make
get
money on it,
paid
yeah.
every month for having that child,
Are you fucking
and
serious?
it's not $250. It's more than that. It's a lot of money. It's like a couple thousand.
Whoa, I did not know you get paid to adopt children.
Yes.
Wow.
You finna adopt some kids?
No, that's
No.
just crazy to me that
Oh,
system
yeah,
is
yeah,
for
yeah.
profit. That's wild. I didn't know that.
Everything is for profit in the U.S. Name a nonprofit in the U.S.
Crazily
Say church.
enough, the NFL. I don't know how it has nonprofit status, but it does. And so it has very little tax obligations.
So
It's ridiculous.
with that being said, fuck women.
Yeah, okay, whatever. There's another situation where it was the mom was in the front seat of the car, and in the,
Oh, I saw that one.
Yeah.
And when I saw that one, I was like, this is probably fake.
yeah, that kind of is.
That-
It was. Did you see that one? It was an argument between. So there was the guy was in the driver's seat. The mom was already in the passenger seat, and the girlfriend of the guy, or the wife maybe,
I think
she
it
made a
was
one of the
huge
two.
problem with the mom, and
Whoever
they
it
were going
was.
back and forth arguing.
About who's gonna stay in the
who's
front
You know what?
seat.
I could find the clip because I think.
I've seen it. I'm gonna say this. We would never have that problem because
me and you.
we would never have that problem.
Would your mom move to the back?
Yes.
My mom would already have been in the back.
Yes, and that's
Oh,
true,
word?
too. Yes,
Because
my
like,
mom
she
loves
just
sitting in the
prefers
back.
it.
You know what's
She prefers
crazy?
sitting in the
My
back.
first instinct when I saw it is there's no way I'm sending my mom to the back seat. So
Oh,
gonna
I'm
have to go to the back.
I'm gonna send my. But my mom, like for real,
Our mom would have already been in the back. She'd been like,
our mom
I'm
will
getting
ride
chauffeured.
around with us, and if it's like just me driving, she'll be in the back. If it's just him driving and her, she'll be in the back already. So that wouldn't even be a problem.
Wouldn't even be a problem.
So if somebody else was to jump in the car, yeah, my mom's getting out before the car stops to jump in the back. So that never even.
If you can find it, send it to me because some of the replies on that one was ridiculous. Because truth be told, both of them are really wrong. If we're being honest with ourselves.
Correct.
But
But
they were yelling at each other.
yeah, yelling at each other, being petty about they're utilizing a front seat to determine to pit the love against each other between that man. It's just in and of itself that is just idiotic on both women's part. However, it was very, very telling when neither women, that nobody in the comment section was willing to even identify how petty it
Okay, I
was
found
between
it.
both women.
Man, it's crazy how like you could just fake a goddamn interaction like this and pull views. I don't know if this one is fake. This one I was like, this
This is
likely
fake
to
as hell.
fake.
Who's,
Yeah, it looks
this is
fake.
fake as hell.
Why she in the front seat? And I get that that's your mom and everything, but like, you going to the back, right?
No, absolutely not.
Why? What are you talking about? I'm your wife. Are you serious right now? We gotta keep having
She just looks like a bad actor.
conversations. Every time I link up with your mother, is always a problem. I'm in his life now, so why are you still here?
I'm always gonna be.
Okay, but go to the back fucking seat. I'm your wife.
So somebody did say there's clearly some other issues in their relationship. Like
Yeah.
this is what this thing.
If that's real, yeah.
But this is my car. Why do I gotta?
Wait, it's her car? Wait.
I didn't know that.
Why are you being picked up in your car?
Listen, you ain't doing it right. If you drive in your car and you got a girl, you're not doing it right.
Wait, listen. If I'm having people drive me, I'm most definitely sitting in the back.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I don't even think it matters. But so this is my question now. What's the order? Does your mom come before your
Yeah.
So that was a
my mom
premise
would
of that
never
video.
make it a problem. She wouldn't
Never.
care that much. But there's no way I'm be fucking with a girl that thinks she could talk anybody in my family that disrespectfully. That's fucking crazy.
That's still not what I'm asking. What's the
Oh, my mom
the
would most
order?
definitely. If it had to come to it, then my mom's sitting in the fucking passenger seat.
No, not the passenger seat. Just in other
she's talking about
general
in general.
situations. Your mom comes before your girlfriend, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Your mom comes before your wife?
Yes.
Oh.
What the hell? You can't get another mom, man. Most marriages break, like they don't last. Most of them don't work.
But
A majority of them don't work.
I get what you're saying, and this is in a Christian church and all that stuff. You took an oath before God that this was going to be your
So
life
you gonna
partner,
say
your
wife
other half.
before mom?
My
After,
No, see, so,
after
hey, I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. It's definitely my dude.
let me say this, and of course I love my mom to death. After you do get married, you're supposed to release a lot of this bond that you have with your mom to your wife.
No, you're not.
This is a woman that you have a sexual, spiritual connection with. Like you have soul ties with this woman.
So do you your mom.
Hey, first of all, if
You have soul
she's your
ties
wife,
with your
then
mom.
you see her.
You're a freak.
What? Don't.
Why does soul ties immediately have to go with sexual?
Yeah. What
No,
the fuck is wrong with
I didn't
you?
say that. You're still a freak.
How am I a freak?
Look up soul ties. Soul ties is like that's a freaky thing.
I don't know what soul ties are. So
See, why would you say that then?
No, I'm just saying you have a
A soul
connection
tie
with
is a phrase which some people use to refer to a spiritual connection between two people. In many cases, it is said to come into existence after two people have been physically intimate.
So sex. That's what I just said. Why are you? I just.
But that's what he's saying. He's saying soul ties means you fucked.
And I just said, in outside of having sex with that person, that is the only difference. That's literally it.
No, not that. There's
Yo,
other things.
if it's your wife, you see her all the fucking time, right? And if it is, then you're not living with your mom, most likely. So yeah, my mom is sitting in the fucking front seat. Also,
Why you keep bringing it back to the?
Also, I talk shit with my mom all the time. So I kind of just want to throw her in the backseat as a joke because she did that to me growing up all the time. But honest, if it was a serious argument, then absolutely not.
No.
However,
I mean in a grander
you just talking about the grander
scheme, not
scheme.
fuck the front seat. If there was,
But the front seat is a metaphor though for just about fucking anything.
yeah, and
Like if
Okay,
my
if you
mom
wanna do it
called
like
me
that.
tomorrow and was like, "I need $100,000 transfer," I'd just be like,
and
"All right,
your
mom."
wife and your wife called you,
And
the
she
next
said
day and
100,000. I'll be like, I don't know how you're gonna come up with it, but we could brainstorm. I'll meet you at the house at 10 p.m. Because it's not me that's gonna be coming up with it. It's you. You need
You gonna say
100,000
this to
tomorrow.
your wife?
If it's my mom, there's no like, would you the car? No, it's on the way. That's because my mom would never have ulterior motives though. She's one of the only people on the planet that you can trust
correct.
100% of the time. She would
I don't
everything
know
she's
about 100%, but
knowing
you're right
that
about
she
the
would
ulterior motive,
everything
yeah.
she does,
So
she
what
would
is
never
this,
do.
So then, what does this say about the person that you've decided to marry through sickness and in health, through rich or through poor, for death to you part? Like this is the person that you've sworn yourself to, and you can't even trust her.
No,
you're not saying he can't
I hope
trust
you trust her. But if there's levels to trust, then there's nobody that's gonna reach mom tier. There just is not possible.
Not the person that has your child.
No.
No.
But I don't have a child, so I would.
But people have
doubt it
children.
wouldn't
I get
come
what
close.
you're-
People
get
have
what you're
children
saying.
just off the strength of
I
fucking
get
getting money.
I get what you're saying
True.
about all that, but they don't swear themselves to each other. I mean, that's different. I don't know. And so then
I
let me
understand what you're
Let me
saying.
ask you this too. I'm gonna throw the daughter in there. So then your daughter's in there. Daughter, mother, wife.
How old is my daughter?
Does that matter?
Yeah, because if
She
she's
over 10,
young,
it's still mom.
no. I'm saying if she's young and not an adult, then whatever she would need would come before the adult.
Now,
that's why you get
what
children
most
first.
parents say is like it really transforms them the day their baby is born, to the point where like it's by far the most important thing to them.
Yeah.
So I assume that'd be the case for me too. But I can't even speak on a child because I have no idea what that's like, and hopefully anytime soon I won't know what that's like.
But let's also be clear though. If we're referencing again, like I said, if it's a child, you would just put them first because they're a child. That's why I was actually
And
how old they are.
they're dependent on you.
And they're actually dependent on you. But let's also be clear, because you keep kind of not necessarily completely referencing, but it sounds like you kind of get to this perfect world where you give 100% trust to the woman that you married, 100% trust to your mom, and yada yada yada, where there is no doubts in the type of relationships, which is fair, which is fine.
Why are you saying it's a perfect world? That's how it should be when you get married. If it's not like that when you get married, don't get married.
All right, so that's a word that you're piecing together.
What the fuck?
Okay, I'm saying okay, that's fine more. What I'm saying is, in that world, neither one of them will be asking me no crazy ass question. In a perfect world, neither one of them would even make a big deal about who fucking sitting in the back seat or front seat. In that world, that would not exist.
Okay.
If I was the guy though, and it was real, and I wanted to solve the situation, and it's her car, I'm going into the back seat. Like, how has he not thought of that as a solution? And I didn't finish the video to know if that's what he did.
No, he didn't.
But like 20 seconds in, I'll be like, you know what? You drive, mom. You sit in the front, and I'll be back here. In fact, open the trunk. I'll be back here. Because that way everybody gets what they want.
So what's your solution to it?
Mommy's sitting in the back seat, so I don't.
Okay.
Mommy sits in the back seat though.
Yeah.
So our stance.
But hypothetically speaking,
like I said, there was something outside of this isolated.
Yeah, but in
incident
that
that's
situation,
bigger.
what is your
Am I
solution?
gonna side with my wife? Yeah, I'm probably gonna side with my wife. Happy wife, happy life. I believe all that bullshit. Cause guess who has to go home I gotta drop my mom off to her house, and guess where I gotta go home to every day of the week and work out these issues.
See, that's the thing. I wouldn't be able to do that.
I would have called an Uber and said, I catch you at the spot, man.
Yeah. What's that?
That's literally what it been.
LA
but
today?
No,
Hey,
but like
babe,
he said,
I gotta go to LA for a week.
This is his wife's car. This is his wife's car, so I don't understand
That's
what the
I'm
real
saying.
argument is.
So if
Yeah,
it's
my
wife's
mom gotta
car,
go in the
then
back seat.
I'm catching an Uber. I'll catch you at the house.
But then that would leave your mom with your wife.
I'm assuming my mom would be coming. We'd be going in an Uber. I'll catch her at the house.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Because I would have a conversation with both of y'all anyway, because the fact that y'all even got it to this point where y'all are debating about a seat and y'all are pitting me against both of y'all. That's what I'm saying.
A grown mom.
And so what's the
would sit
crazy
there
part
and-
about it is, and that's what I was waiting for. You can go through those comment sections. It's some of the most ridiculous shit I've ever read off in a comment section I've seen in a while. And it's like the fact that nobody doesn't even identify that both of the women are wrong for even doing something
both
as
of the
petty as
women
that.
are wrong.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
One guy says, your wife sits in the front seat, always. Mom can have the back left or right. Your mother is insecure if she has a problem sitting in the back seat, and the two of you should talk about it. Now, that had 400 likes. This next comment has 9,000 likes. So a lot of people agree with this.
and this is coming from a good perspective, because I will say this: none of us are married. I don't know if that. I think it changes, like you said, when you have a kid.
Yours is on the way, right?
Well, go ahead.
Okay, this comment says, as someone who was married to a mama's boy, I understand wholeheartedly. And every man in the comment section saying mom comes first is exactly why I would never get married again. She follows up and says, shake my head. Let me clarify. I forget that men are simple, not meant as an adult. Oh, sorry, not meant as an insult. And truly think this is an argument over a seat. From my personal experience, I know that it's not. It's about him not putting his wife first, or at the very least defending her. Is clear from his mom's. Oh, so she's probably been in a situation where her man was just not defending her over and over again.
But in comparison to the moms, now it all depends on the relationship that your mom has with your wife. But like I'm telling y'all, your wife, once you get married, once you swear on a Bible in front of and sign a legal document, your wife is before your mom. I mean, it's really that simple. I don't understand.
No, I mean, I wouldn't swear on the Bible because I'm Muslim, but even if
Y'all
I
don't swear on like a Muslim Bible, like a Quran?
like a Quran, yeah. But
Y'all don't?
If in the Quran, the amount of times it talks about like just so let's say you're my mom and you're like, my mom tells me to get my socks, and I go, like, that's a major sin just to make that sound. And the thought, and then your mom, what did you say? You said, and because it's like you had to respect them. Like my mom was like, rub my feet for the next hour, and I made like a hiss about it, then that's like a huge deal.
While you're single, right?
In life. So if my mom wouldn't even let me be in a situation where I was with somebody that didn't respect her.
I get what
Like, there's no way that would operate.
I get what
and
you're saying.
If they're married, didn't like the parents have to be a part of that process, right?
And so that's another thing I'm
Not
saying. Before I
necessarily.
even get married, I would make sure that the relationship between my wife and my mom. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that seems
In a
huge
real-
problem to not resolve before you get
Exactly.
married.
In a realistic world, all of those issues are already resolved. In a real world, neither the mom or my wife would even get to the point where they're bickering.
Kobe.
Why are you doing this? And I just noticed how full the trash
My
is.
finger.
Too. So even if you did put it in, it would have ricocheted off of the trash.
Yo. I swear to God, the flick of the wrist went the other direction. That's my bad, right? That's user error. Lo, stop pretending like I royally whiffed. It wasn't that bad, bro.
I hate this nigga.
That was bad?
I hate this nigga.
Okay.
Omar, wait. Was there ever a moment when that went up that you thought it was going to make it?
No.
No, but I didn't think it would neither
If
because it clearly
anything,
went right.
I
But
feel like there was never a moment where it was above the trash can lid. So I feel like you were gonna woo.
So.
Okay, check this
Oh,
out.
wait.
Hey yo, this is a better question. Let's say you're fucking with a girl, right? Is between 8 to 12 months, and but she's frustrated that you're not prioritizing her over either work or your best friend.
I see. I'm in a different stage in my life, so work is lame as fuck, and I really
so
don't
fucking lame.
I really don't fuck
That's why I
with,
be going to all these rallies and protests.
I really don't fuck with my friends like that either. But so if I take your hypothetical,
like let's
I'm
say
gonna lead a girl. You said 8 or 12 months.
8 to 12 months, but you fuck with her though.
We can be friends. We would stop having to deal with each other on that
I
type
kind
of
of feel
level.
like a lot of this stuff would just work itself out, honestly.
You haven't been in a lot of relationships,
if you
though.
really,
have you?
if you really fuck with her, you would have just take the time out to even like be with her. You know what I'm saying?
But what I took from his question is that at this point, is she brings this up to you, and now you have to make some type of
So
decision.
you make time.
So you gonna
That's what
cut
I'm saying.
out work?
I'm not saying you gotta cut out work.
You gonna cut
being
out
with your
friends?
The rest of your life is pretty like static, and it's like how it changes in prioritization, right?
Yeah.
Career is not gonna go above friends and move around frequently. But when you're talking to women, let's say you're dating and now you're talking to a girl, she starts off like down fucking here. Like if I'm doing nothing, then oh yeah, we could make something happen.
Yeah.
Then once I start to really like you, like
She started.
yeah, you start to prioritize, and it goes higher and higher. So at what point, if you're at 8, 12 months where you're like, I was gonna do this thing with my friends, or I did have this thing I was supposed to do for work, but instead, like, I want to go to.
All right, so let me put it into some more.
It should be around that time frame, around 8 to 12 months, though.
Nah,
I feel like.
Let me put it in a more real world stuff.
I feel like it should be. Yeah.
So you and your friends play in a men's league, and y'all play basketball on Wednesdays and Fridays, and every Sunday y'all play cards together. And so that's just been normal. That's how she was introduced into the pie. You work how you work, and then as time creeps up, she wants that Wednesday or something like that. She wants that Friday or she wants that Sunday, and maybe one time you did miss out, but now it's becoming like okay, I haven't played a Sunday cards game in 2 months or something like that. Do you sacrifice yourself, your happiness, and your own space? Because you shouldn't lose yourself in a relationship. Should you sacrifice that to appease her? Or do you need to tell her, hey, this is my time. This is my time with my friends.
Well, how much time are you spending with her to begin with?
Let's-
Are you putting time aside?
Let's
to be with
theoretically
her?
say every other day of the week is free game. Y'all would just have to coordinate it. So I'm not saying y'all hang out every day, but every other day is free game. So we got 3 days.
Every other day is a lot
That's
of
what I'm
days.
saying.
3 days out of 4.
If you spend enough time with her anyway, and she just wants more time, then no. Especially if a card game only lasts a few hours, no. But like if it's like we barely see each other, and like one of the very few times out of the week I'm free, I've already kind of had booked up with a card game. Yeah, then that's different. But if you already making time for her periodically through the week to the point where it's every other day y'all can like spend time with each other, let alone maybe the time that y'all talk on the phone, or maybe the time she comes over a couple of nights, or even if she just staying at the house with you now, then yeah, no.
So you say in your hypothetical.
I wouldn't change.
You know what's crazy? This might be like the most immature answer, but it would genuinely be like which thing that day is gonna be more fun. Cause we've had fun just walking to a dealership, or I can go to Walmart with the lead. We just go to Dick's Sporting Goods and have the time of our lives, just doing nothing. There's been times I've been talking to women, we could be doing nothing, just scrolling through, just talking about random shit and having a great time. Mm-hmm. So it's like, if I'm gonna have a better time not talking to you that night, then I'm not gonna talk to you that night. That's how, like, if, you know what I'm saying? So if I get an invite to a game of Valorant and I enjoy Valorant, and then you invite me to a game of 5v5 Play Now Online, I'm not joining your 5v5 Play Now Online game. It's just a worse experience.
I think, okay, so that's it right there. Y'all have Wednesday night Valorant games, and the thing that your girl wants to do on Wednesday nights is, there's a sip and paint. They do it every Wednesday at the community center.
What the fuck is that?
You sip wine and you paint. And even if you don't sip wine, you can like sip water and paint. But this is time with your girl.
No, it would have to be very enjoyable, or just feel like a fucking chore. And that sounds like a chore right now, painting.
See?
Painting sober while everyone else is like kind of tipsy sounds like a goddamn chore.
But we do this already. You just juggle relationships. I mean, you already do it. Everybody does it.
They said we.
We went like a whole year without talking to each other. It
hurt. It hurt y'all's hearts.
But what I'm saying
thinking about you every night.
Wow. What I'm saying is you just juggle relationships in general. Like this is not anything new. You just juggle relationships.
How'd y'all get back together?
I don't know.
I have no idea either, but
yeah.
Just juggle relationships.
It just click.
Even now, we in the same fucking house. Y'all don't see this nigga every fucking day.
Yeah. Come on, dude.
Even if I do, it's like minutes at a time sometimes.
And
so it's just you just juggle relationships. That's it. I don't really think it's that complicated.
I've been in a situation and sacrificing yourself and your own happiness. I'm saying no, for real. I know it sounds crazy, but sacrificing your own self and your own happiness will ultimately lead to the later on in life. And I done missed out on fucking 5 nights with the guys because of you and and I never wanted to go to the bar with you and your fucking friends. I wanted to hang out with my friends, or I never wanted to go with you. So that just means that y'all have different things.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. 100%.
I get that, but y'all just have different things of interest. I should, like you said, me going with you shouldn't be a chore.
Yeah.
Me going with you, I wouldn't. I'm like,
but a lot of the times,
I get what you're saying.
When are you gonna link up with your girls, like a girl's interest? I mean, unless it's like Pretty in Pink, or what was it? Pretty Loves Pink.
Pretty in Pink.
Was it Pretty Loves Pink?
Nah, he fucking with her best friend now.
Hazel.
Y'all like, nigga said Hazel. Niggas retarded.
Yeah, when are your links, like when are your things that you like to do really gonna link up with a woman?
That happens. I swear to God, that happens.
Exactly.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. You're immature, nigga. That's all it is.
What? Name it.
Music, nigga. If you like to paint, then both of y'all niggas go sit.
But I'm saying like a real world example.
You
like
she likes that Brother Omar is immature.
Yeah, nigga.
No,
if y'all both like music, if y'all both like going to NBA games, if y'all both like,
I haven't met too many women.
I swear, if I'm talking to a girl
games.
and she enjoys basketball, like that could be the only commonality. And it would be enough, because I'm gonna be watching a lot of basketball and then playing more basketball and then talking about basketball. So if that's the only thing we have in common. Music is very different. Like social activities is very different. Basketball would be one of the only activities where, yeah, that's enough. That's enough. And the girls I've talked to that enjoy playing basketball, and they're not horrible. Like they're actually good. Mm-hmm. It's such a fucking relief, because I'd be like, yo, you wanna go to the gym? And that's like a conversation. And it's not going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to do like fucking circuits. Like I'm going there to do HIIT training with like, those group classes they do. Because that's most of the time. I'd be like, but I lift weights and play basketball. So like we don't have that in common. There was times where I literally went to a gym with somebody and then we just did 2 very different things and then we just left together. Swear to God. And in my mind, I was thinking like, man, I miss those days where like I could just play 1v1 against her, and I wouldn't be like me going easy. A lot of guys do that.
You could play for like, someone.
Yeah, and she would tell me like, I hate when guys go easy, and I'm like, yeah, that is kind of fucked up. I feel like that'd be pretty annoying if that was me. It's like they put on the fucking training wheels when they play women because they want to get physical. I was like, I was taking her in the post. Feel me? I was drop stepping her every possession if I had to. Whatever it took to get.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like you just meet women like with the same Same.
I'm gonna say that's hard to do. I don't want to listen to.
I'm not saying it's easy to do. What I'm saying is instead of sitting there and saying like, oh well, with your free time you sip and paint, and with my free time I like to play cards, or I like to play Valorant, or I like
learn to play
2K,
cards.
or,
Shit.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Why
maybe,
don't you just find somebody who plays cards, or find someone who likes to play 2K, or find someone who likes to play basketball, or watch the NBA games. Find someone like that.
I think there has to be because just because she doesn't like to play cards doesn't mean that we can't be in some type.
I'm not saying you have to completely knock it off. What I'm saying is, when you all get together,
No, I understand
it's an enjoyable time to where
and I'm
in an argument you don't have to be like, I didn't get to go out with the fellas because of you. Like, no, like you actually enjoyed going out.
that.
See, that's because it build up resentment though when you start doing shit.
When you don't watch Love and Hip Hop for 6 straight Mondays, you're gonna be pissed off.
Well, why? I'm not dating anyone who watches Love and Hip Hop. Exactly, nigga.
Word. Okay, so that's the thing. That's probably the biggest difference for me though. It's like, all right, what show to watch? And I swear to God, there's a 10% like match rate on this if we like the same type of shows. Because I like sci-fi shit, just like futuristic shit, like Altered Carbon, The 100, Lost.
Never met a woman who likes Star Wars. Keep going.
Okay, but literally, so it's like, so what do you like to watch? Like what's that show Issa Rae is in? That's on
Insecure.
Prime? That shit. Like I watch that shit. Okay,
and it's not a bad show.
No, it's not. It's just not what I would do with my free time.
There you go.
And then like, but then I'll give it a chance, and I'll be like, this might be the last time I'm doing this. Because it's like this, I would enjoy a show at my house more. Yeah. So then what am I here for?
Very true.
Yeah.
But see, I don't even really watch shows like that. Because like, what was it? What's the show? When they're in the desert and they're cooking up the drugs.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, like I just watched that last year when we.
Yeah.
It's an example because I've one, and she's a slut, but this one girl that I was dealing with. No, for real. We went to a Summer Walker concert. Actually, she took.
See, that I wouldn't.
we went to 2 concerts. No bullshit. We went to 2 concerts. We went to a Brent Faiyaz concert, and this is when Brent was new. Oh no!
I love Brent.
Oh no, that shit
women. I just realized how much women love him.
That shit was hard,
and I can't.
I found a newfound respect for Brent. He like that shit was rocking.
No, he sounds talented.
His shit was rocking.
Like his music, just something about his voice.
Yeah,
I just can't.
I understand why people don't like him.
Not that I don't like him. It's just like, all right, that's 5 songs in a row, new artist. Like, I can't for not too long. Don't play the whole album. Play half the album.
His shit was rocking. So then I fell for the Summer Walker one. Outside in the sun.
But when was this though? Because we know, like she had a whole bunch of controversies in her tour for not trying.
This was earlier. This was earlier in it. She still don't try.
So, but I'm saying, did you know that going into it?
No, I don't know. I don't know much about Summer Walker at all before this. But I didn't know anything about Brent except for that Gold Link song. But then when I came out of it, I like 2, 3, 4 of Brent's albums just straight out.
Oh,
just,
right?
It shit was hard.
Give him another chance, man.
You do. So then I got to the Summer Walker one outside for hours before the show because it wasn't any seats. It was general admission. Came in. Summer Walker had us standing for an hour and a half more on this hardwood floor. So then her friends come out, 2 friends before, they perform their bullshit ass songs. And then she comes out. Come to find out after the show, she's sick. She has like a cold. So it was terrible. I didn't like any of her songs coming out of this. This was right after she did that song, Girls Need Love, and Drake just did the remix probably like a week before that shit.
Was this her recent album though? The one that had Drake on it? But it wasn't a remix.
She only has one album.
Yeah, she only has one
really?
album.
Okay,
with
so
the pink shit.
Okay.
But this is when Drake, like a week before Drake really did the remix. But anyway, she had a cold and everything. Her voice didn't even sound good. Dog, that was the worst experience I've ever had in my life.
But you haven't been to a Lil Tecca concert though.
Lied.
So
now what else you said?
Yeah, it was like 15-year-old kids on Zans.
What happened after that?
Oh, we went home. I took her home.
Now, in that situation, I'm not blaming the woman I'm with on that because she has no control on that. But if we can get in a car and like laugh, like she comes at me like, man, that was dog shit. Like if we start laughing,
but she enjoyed it because she enjoys Summer Walker. Like if I went to go see, if I went to go see, I don't know who I enjoy. If I went to go see like a Lauryn Hill or no, not a Lauryn Hill, like a Erykah Badu concert, and she did 2 songs and her voice was raspy.
Wait, she only did 2 songs?
No, she did songs, but she was sick. Like it was like somebody sick trying to sing through it, and she could still sing, but it was somebody sick trying to sing through it.
Dang, her tour manager was like,
and she enjoyed it. That was. I mean, I didn't
shit like that. No, like just be for like get in the car and be like, Man, that was dog shit. Like it's like I still fuck with the song, but like that was terrible. Like just like let's laugh about like how bad that was.
But you know who wouldn't lie to you? Your niggas, right?
But you just get a girl.
Sometimes they do actually.
Plenty of them do.
Yeah.
Just get a girl who don't lie to you, like in those situations.
That's actually very hard to find.
She might have
not
not.
saying- I'm not-
I don't know if she lied. She might have enjoyed it. She might have enjoyed it.
But if that's her
not
level of
something-
enjoyment, then that means that y'all just don't have enough of an interest in.
No, she
No,
was a
that's-
clown.
that's
She
not-
is a clown currently still.
So what was the reason things didn't work out with this?
This is the girl.
individual?
I don't think I ever told this. She followed me to another girl's house.
Sounds like a good start.
So
I think.
and you don't have.
I
to,
never heard this full story.
You don't never have to blur out names with me. I don't give a fuck.
No. Definitely
Chelsea.
don't do it.
I don't give a damn about none of
All
that.
right, he said Terry was her name. We're gonna go with Terry for
I
the
have
rest
to
of
edit. it.
Oh. Edit point. Like take
Why?
the time.
All right,
Why? But
just-
why
just
would
call
you,
it-
why
just-
Oh,
would-
I didn't know. I was.
Where does she live? She still live here?
In Georgia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay, bro. For the rest of this,
She still live like in the area?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't keep up with her like that.
But why?
So she might be in New York
Alright,
or
but
something
you
like
just
that.
said-
okay.
and
Hey,
said that-
for the rest of the story, she's Cherry. All right, go ahead.
I know, but you just sat there and you
Oh,
just
I'm gonna just say that bitch. So
Okay.
but you just sat there and said she followed you to somebody
What did
else's
she do to
house.
you?
Why would you then say why would you follow her with saying her name?
I really don't like it.
So say her name then. I don't care. I'm not editing it out. I'm not editing
So
it out.
let's say I was with this girl.
What's her name?
Hold on. Let me turn that level up.
I was with this girl and we were friends. You know, it was I guess you would say an extended friendship or whatever the case may be. But we were friends.
Don't you hate those?
Those fucking friends, those extended friends.
Yeah, the extended ones. You start as friends and then all of a sudden y'all just
You
start
find,
doing other
yeah,
shit.
you just find yourself doing other. You ain't never been in that situation.
Wait, I thought an extended friend was like when you just met someone through someone. That's the only time y'all talk to.
I
them.
mean,
That's the technical, but what he's saying is like y'all start off as friends,
and then
y'all
all of
just
a
start
sudden
doing
you
some
you
other
look
shit.
up one day, you're like, damn, how did we get here? But not like not to be
Yeah.
cute, like, oh, how did we get here? Like, how did we get here? Type shit.
Mm.
So we were like that, and then we weren't together. So then there was this other girl that came into my life.
Wow.
Really nice girl. I really enjoyed
Say
her.
her name too.
Breonna Taylor. Look at you. So this other woman came
That's
into
not
my
her
life.
name. That's not her name.
And so I started hanging out with this other girl and taking attention away from Chelsea. She was I keep saying her name. My bad. Go ahead, take it out.
I'm not taking it out.
No.
I'm
But
not
so
taking it out.
I started hanging out with this other girl, and me and the other girl were friends, so it was cool. I started hanging with the other girl, and this girl felt like I was taking attention away from her. So
Which is technically true, right?
that's cool, or whatever the case may be. School has started up too, so my attention was really slimming down. I couldn't just be giving it out every which way.
I know you was a poli sci major.
To some extended friend or whatever the case may be. So anyway, long story short, one day she was off that drink. She had some wine. She got powered up. Somehow she had my location turned on in her phone. Like we were sharing location.
Why? How is that possible? Teach me how to never make that happen.
I don't. Well, one, you just gotta make sure you never give a woman your phone because they're not trustworthy. So,
And you know what's crazy? I don't lock my phone.
oh, you shouldn't do that.
You should.
Well, I actually have nothing in my phone.
It's not about that. It's because of this situation that I'm telling you right now.
keep going.
But I think if you have your location services turned off, but it's not like they don't know how to turn it on. But anyway, she started sharing locations, and I didn't notice it, but she shared it a minute ago. Because even when I looked to check to turn it off, it had been shared like months ago.
So if you can see when the last time she checked this.
No. You can see when it was turned on.
Okay.
Like, oh, okay, you started sharing your location with X person on this date.
We're just giving up privacy forever.
So,
Apple.
and it doesn't remind you on Android. If you do that, it'll remind you every week or so. Hey, you're still sharing your location with such and such. Apple, it doesn't do that. So one day she got powered up. She was off that wine. You know what? He think he can avoid me. I'ma pull up on him. Sure enough, I was at the girl's house. She sat outside for 2 hours waiting for me to come out of this girl's house.
That's tough.
2 hours. Never
What were you doing
came
in
out.
What were you doing in the house?
It was probably like a birthday party or something. We was playing cards.
Oh, okay.
Playing cards.
Yeah, he was playing cards. Yeah.
We were playing cards for 2 hours.
Yeah.
You ain't never got to playing cards for 2 hours?
No, nigga, I ain't never played no
And you just
cards
look
in
up and it's
2 hours.
whoa.
So
So
professional game of Texas Hold'em in there.
What y'all doing, bro?
so then one day I go over there, and I remember when I went over there too. She leaves the house or whatever, and then I leave the house the next day, and so
Wait, you stayed over the night? Okay.
so then
Playing cards.
Of course.
you ain't never got tired?
And they just slept on the spot with the ace in your hand?
I be sleeping on the floor sometimes, so it's not even that deep.
Of course. That happens all the time.
So then I go and see this girl the day that ABC aired Lion King on this channel, the live Lion King. And she's off that drink again. She pulls me to the side and say, "Yeah, I followed you. I went to this house in such and such area." She said the area and everything. I said, "Oh, this bitch is crazy." Okay. Let me not say nothing. I'm in her house. She got her folks in here. Everybody drinking wine. Let me just play it cool.
How old is she?
We the same age. We all the same age.
Okay.
We all the same age. So she let me know. Yeah, I pulled up and I just wanted to know what she was doing at her house. Of course I lied. I said, "Man, that's one of my partner's houses."
You just lied to us too. You said you was playing cards.
No, I was playing cards though, for real. No
So why
bullshit.
did you tell her you was playing cards?
No.
No, I wouldn't believe that bullshit.
Yeah, nobody.
I don't believe it right now.
I told her it was a friend though. For I was like, "Man, come on now." I was at Craig's house.
That's a bad lie though, because if she's crazy enough to pull up, then she could just, oh no, that's a bitch, and she would know that that's not a guy's house.
I'm a pretty good liar. Well, how would you know that it's not a guy's house?
Because
You said it was a guy's house?
Yeah, I said it was a guy's
she
house.
could stake out the house, man.
Oh, listen, she could do that, and she could do it today because she still know where the girl live.
Oh,
But that's not the point. After that, I ain't never talked to her again.
oh, really?
I ain't never talked to her
Yeah,
again.
you better than me. I don't know why. I just love a little bit of toxicity in my relationship.
No, because then I said the same thing.
Just a smidgen.
I said the same thing.
That sounds like more than a
If
smidgen, man.
if she was real deal toxic, she would have came and knocked on the door. When
No.
it became like 1:30 a.m., she would have came and
No,
knocked
but
on the door.
that's what I'm saying. Like, not toxic enough to go knock on the door, but toxic enough to make sure my locations is on and follow me.
That's
Like
way
when
too much.
I was growing up, back in my day when I was growing up, bro, I'll tell y'all right now, I was about y'all age. I used to just fuck with the toxicity. Had to finally get that out of my system
Toxic
today.
women is fodder. I'm not.
That's what I'm
even
saying,
gonna
it's
lie.
toxic.
A little though. What you're saying right now, pulling up to their house is not a little toxic. That's a lot.
A lot of toxic would have been knocking on the door, and I'm not gonna lie, I would have been horny if she would have knocked on the door. Yo, where he at? Where he at? Rah, 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 rah.
No.
Me, damn.
You
No.
meet your dick with it beat me
No.
up like,
I would have
You
came
don't-
out like this. Damn, baby, what you like? Come on now, like what are you? I would have came running to the door. Oh my gosh,
What are you doing
what
here?
are you doing here? You know what? I don't even want to play cards no more, y'all. Let me get my stuff.
Make sure you had like the fucking Joker in your hand.
I'm gonna leave my stuff here. Okay, I'm leaving with you. If she would have came in, yeah, I would have left with her. But it just wasn't enough toxic to make me horny. But you telling me
But it was
that?
enough for you to never talk to her.
You telling me that in the comfort of your home? Yeah, I followed you. Like, first of all, how you get my? Come on now.
Well, wait. So she was drinking while she was lit. Is that what I just heard?
She was drinking while she was lit. That's how she got
Oh,
lit.
why? She was driving while she was lit.
Yeah,
Nice.
you can drink and drive.
no, you can't.
Do not teach the kids that
That-
outside in the
that's
world.
an actual law.
Platform, my bad. No, she wasn't drinking and driving.
No,
You
we're not
can't.
saying no. We're not saying that you determine if she was. We're just saying.
Oh, yeah,
don't,
no.
don't say that you can.
No, you can't drink and drive for real though.
Word. I remember.
Especially when you mad at your extended friend.
I was in when I was in. This is how I
I
lost.
hate those extended friends.
Man, fuck them friends.
I hate those.
So when I was in
Pink.
11th grade, when I was in 11th grade,
It's retarded.
Pink and Haziel. When I was in 11th grade, there was some people I used to talk to occasionally, and they just always used to be high. And one of them had like this old ass van, and we would do so many reckless things in that old ass van. And I remember one time he was just driving way too fast in neighborhoods, and I was just thinking to myself like, hey man, this car is fucking full. If you could stop whipping it every turn, I'd appreciate it. And then he turned back and he was like, I'm high right now, man. And I went like, how high are we talking right now? He's like, don't even worry about it. And I think that was like a challenge to him. And what he ended up doing was just whipping it in parking lots. And then he went into the neighborhood. That day, I lost all fear. Because no other ride was equally as terrifying as that ride. You know what I'm saying? So every time I spin out when I drift now, I just know that it wasn't in an old-ass vehicle with a whole lot of whiplash with 12 of us just sitting on top of each other's laps and shit in this big-ass van. And so the moral of that story is don't be under the influence while you guys are driving, man.
I think if he was cranking it out in that van, what he could do in your car now.
Yeah,
he could really be.
Man, he'd be an elite level drifter.
He could be killing it. Can we get to my YouTube beef now?
Oh no, there's actually one more thing I want to talk about. I don't know who you had to beef with, and I pulled up all these screenshots because
everybody.
So there was
we
this.
went to Magic City yesterday. We probably should have called you.
Oh yeah,
Y'all are
It was
lame.
worse than I remember.
It was on.
fucking
What's
terrible.
today?
Today's Wednesday.
Is it Tuesday?
It was Tuesday. Yep.
Y'all are lame.
It was fucking horrible though.
Oh, why?
Because it's fucking Magic City. Like literally hopped out when we went back to go pick up the wings. Fucking hopped out the car and there was a fucking crackhead taking off her clothes.
that shit made me so sad, bro. She was pulling up to cars, just visibly frustrated because all of them was saying no, and then right before she got to my car, like she was just tweaking. She was a fiend if I've ever fucking seen it. She was like lifting her shirt, wearing nothing, bro. She was basically fucking naked at that point. And so I was like, man, and I was recording. I don't know why I had to stay there.
You recorded it?
No. I was recording you for your channel because you just left your camera in the Land Rover.
Because I can't take the camera in there.
I know, but I wanted to get footage of you walking in.
Did you get this naked woman on the camera?
No, I don't. Also,
Why not? No.
about this. It made me so sad because she was tweaking out of her fucking mind, and all she wanted was like more of that shit.
Yeah.
And she was I was like, man, that's someone's. Think about like how many wrong turns have to go before you're doing that in the fucking hood outside Magic City at midnight. That shit made me so sad, bro.
Literally saying like, can you help me? Can you help me? I got kicked out of my trap house and I'm with this gang and that. Like she was just saying a bunch of shit and she was tweaking out of her mind. It was a level of tweak I had never like witnessed out in public before in my life.
Word. Yeah, that was probably the most uncomfortable I've ever been during. Like,
Are we still gonna do an AMP Goes to Magic City though?
No.
Magic City is it's the most overrated strip club ever.
How was the food though?
Horrible.
Oh really?
I didn't go in. I was driving, so.
No, I'm saying.
No, but
did
you
not
had
eat
the
food?
You had wings.
Oh, the wings was horrible.
Oh wow.
Like actually the worst wings I've ever tasted in my life, and I wish I was using hyperbole.
Even did y'all get the picture off of Twitter plate? That plate with the Lou Will special or something like that?
I was gonna tell you to get that.
Yeah, but it took us an hour just to get wings. I didn't want to wait.
Oh, it was more than an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so these tweets here, I saw them
Nice.
today, and I screenshotted them. I wanted to get Omar's opinion. Okay. So this lady here,
God.
she looked like she's a
More women.
second generation immigrant, like her dad moved to the country or whatever. She said, if my dad found out I was going 50-50 with a man, he'd actually faint. Lol. And this has, at the time I screenshotted it, 100,000 likes. So 100,000 people were like, my dad too. So I screenshotted some comments just to add some color into this commentary from Brother Omar. Y'all clowning her like her dad wasn't the one that instilled that. What's wrong with her dad wanting the best for her and not wanting her to have to worry about things in life? Y'all insane. As if dealing with life's responsibilities is like just a thing that you shouldn't have to deal with, that you can offload onto your man. Because why do I have to deal with that when I have a man who could deal with all of it? As if like she's not also a human being that goes through human being emotions.
Y'all don't know women want equal, right? They don't want equal. But go ahead, keep going.
Okay, maybe that might be coming here, but in Toronto, 50-50 was not a thing we had to negotiate on. I was like, we go to this spot, like, yeah, I'll grab my ticket, you grab your ticket. And that was just very normal.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, get it, Gazzo. Okay, so one guy says, damn, so what are you offering? Just head and Alfredo? And somebody responded, birthing and rearing your kids, statistically doing the vast majority of your chores and cooking and the vast majority of your meals, even while holding a full-time job.
No, you're not.
Go back to that one.
That's just a lie. That's just a lie.
And I sat there in the shower and I thought about this. I was like,
That's just
it
a
would
lie.
cost me like $400 to $500 just to get cleaning and food delivered to the house. Every, like, you know those meal plan prep things? That would cost me $500 a month. Why do I need you, right? If I could just outsource you But the only thing you can do is birthing and rearing kids, which a lot of the time, and this is being very serious, people are not doing it intentionally. Like it just fucking happens.
But not only
so
that,
it's actually a negative.
But not only that, we have to wait how long into the relationship before that is even a part of like, what are you saying?
You got to pay up to get to that income. And then, do y'all know about this push present thing? Do y'all know what a push present is?
I don't know about that. But also, like, you benefit from that as well. Like, it's your child as well. You
as if like
birthing my child.
And this is why push present is important. You know what a push present is?
No.
So women want these gifts after they have a child. They have these two things called a baby moon and a push present. The baby moon is a vacation while the woman is pregnant. So they want to go to like Jamaica, Hawaii, Dubai, or whatever while they're pregnant.
Like with me?
With you. And then after they push out the baby, they want a present like a Chanel bag or some type of Louis Vuitton bag, a new car. They want these things, watches and stuff. So not only do they get the baby, time off from work, they want these presents as well. But the baby is also supposed to be a gift to you. This is why I say women don't want equal.
But again,
don't say women though, because I'm telling you that's more common here in Georgia. But
are you saying the U.S.?
In general, I don't think this mindset is popular.
This is a U.S. thing. I think this is a U.S. thing.
Because think about this. Like my parents had that relationship where my mom worked when she had to, but for the most part, she was just cleaning, cooking, and taking care of us. Yeah. That was her job. And my dad would go taxi drive from fucking 7 a.m. He'd come home at 7 p.m. Every day, 7 p.m., sometimes like 9 p.m. We wait for him at the door, Dad, and we fucking run there and hug him and shit like that. So it's like, I think it's, okay, I want to read this last one before I say anything, but she's just picking and choosing like which traditional things she wants and then which like modern things she wants based on what convenience.
You're saying it's a Georgia thing. I'm telling you it's a U.S. thing.
But I just haven't talked to women in Florida, so I can't speak on those.
All these people you're saying, I'm pretty sure they're not from Georgia.
Yeah,
their dads might not be.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But I haven't spoken to them. I just know what the fuck they've said on Twitter.
Some Floridians
and
South Carolinians.
South Carolinians. That's not actually
South Carolinians.
That's a real shit.
Yeah, isn't it?
That's what you call a person from South Carolina?
Duke is a South Carolinian.
I'm gonna start calling him that shit. Okay, and the last one, she says, just don't consider yourself head of household if you're splitting bills 50-50. You aren't the leader of the home anymore either. You can't have a traditional framework with a modern dynamic. Both people are responsible now to move the relationship forward in a practical sense. I actually agree with that.
But nobody is, but that's not, she's literally saying what she would want anyway.
What are you saying? Are you talking about this comment I just read or the original post?
That's a female who said that. Right?
Was she the one who posted? No, it's a different person.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. No one is saying that. Yeah, it's both. It's the entity together that is pushing that relationship forward. Mm-hmm. It's not just one person.
Yeah, I never really in any relationship ever wanted to be like the leader of it. Like
some people, though, I will say this, and this might be more of a no. I'm not gonna say this is a southern thing. This is a man thing. They still feel as if the man is supposed to lead the relationship and all this stuff. When you look at it statistically, women are starting to earn more, starting to be degreed more, starting to be employed more, and stuff like that. So what's crazy to me is men should definitely be taking the back seat. I believe that.
Not a back seat though.
No.
Both people are just
I believe both people should do it. Let them do it. If they want to do it, y'all make the decisions in the house. See how much shit gets done. See how hard it truly is to solely lead it by yourself. I feel like it was stupid as hell when men were doing it by themselves and not asking women what to do.
Well, at that time, women didn't have we talking about traditional.
I mean, that's true too.
Women didn't have the ability to have the same type of jobs and the type of money that men were making, so it made sense that. I'm saying we're at a point where if the money is starting to become more even out, or even if you are just bringing a respectable amount of money in the household, I'm kind of confused to what's the conversation we're having.
You'll also be surprised. A lot of women still want that traditional.
Yeah,
you be the
I learned that when I
moved
here,
shit.
And it's starting to really hit me because it's so fucking common here. And I never went into and I lead in a lot of different ways in my career life, but I never thought of a relationship as something that I had to lead. It was always something that we do together. You know what I'm saying? So it's I'm like, the fact that I even had to like negotiate the word 50-50, some people here is allergic to that shit. Allergic. And that's, for me, it's frustrating because they don't tell you that shit off rip. That's some shit you find out on the fucking third and fourth date because sometimes they don't feel comfortable enough to tell you that shit off rip. Yeah. So I was like, yo, I need you to tell me right now if you're about to waste my time. Because I'm not taking you seriously if you believe that if first of all, if you're picking and choosing which modern, which traditional shit you want, then we have nothing to talk about at all. But if you really just you grew up wanting that traditional, like I'm gonna stay at home, then I'm just not interested. And then you don't have one of the things on my fucking list, ambition.
But let me say,
It wasn't on your list, so you took that shit off.
I put it back on though.
Okay.
I put it back on.
let me say, they don't even want to necessarily stay home. They want to work.
They just don't want to spend their money.
There
on,
it is. And
But then that's my question. What are you providing to the relationship?
which is a really good question.
The baby.
And the answer can't be
the
children.
baby, dog.
But if it is just even if you think that is the right answer, up into the baby portion of it, what are you providing?
Nah, the baby
and
is so
sometimes we
much.
don't even get to the baby part of it. So in that
That's your
entire portion, like you didn't provide anything.
Word.
So that doesn't make any sense.
But it's like I hate when they're like, "But we cooking clean." Oh my god!
But you're not doing that, though.
I do those things.
I was
I
about
might
to
not be great at those things, and when I'm not, I just outsource it. Those are very not easy, but they're skills. They're actually common skills. That's not like can you imagine you went to a job interview and they're like, what can you do? And you're like, I speak English. That's what you just said to me right now. Like, do you have any interesting, like, what are you great at?
I can't agree to that one on cooking. And I'm going to say this, one, because I don't know a woman that cooks better than me, personally.
Word?
I swear.
I need to see Omar in the kitchen, man.
Oh, like a woman that I'm eligible to date.
Your mom cooks
A
better.
woman, that's cap. But a woman in my like dating scope, I've never met a woman that cooks better than me. And I actually know a lot of women that don't cook.
At
The
all?
only reason
At
why
all.
he knows how to cook is because of his mom. That's the crazy part about it. He said this shit as if like he just
has the
can't.
skill, though. It doesn't matter how he got it.
He just bust up. No, you said that's cap too.
I mean, it is.
is.
But we can talk about that at a different. But I promise you, I don't know a woman that cooks better than me, and I know a lot of women that just don't. I mean, they couldn't boil water if their life depended on it.
Yeah, there's plenty of women like that.
So for them to
There's
say,
plenty of people like that in general.
yeah, people like that in general. So for them to say to me specifically, oh yeah, I provide the cooking and cleaning. First of all, you can't cook better than me. You can clean. I'll give you that. Because I don't like cleaning. But I can clean. It's not like
Word.
I can't clean.
So that's my question always. Because they're looking for someone. You have to be looking for someone who financially is not only has the ability to take care of themselves, but also you and the child that you will eventually bear. So you're looking for a man who financially makes more than the average man. Mm-hmm. So because of that, or just the average person in general. So because of that, you're looking for someone in one of these characteristics where he is well above average. So what characteristic financially? So what characteristic are you bringing to the table that's balancing this relationship out?
Word.
That's always my question, because even if you want to believe in a traditional sense, okay, fine. What else are you bringing to the table that's balancing it out? Because 9 times out of 10, you're not actually bringing anything to the table that's balancing it out.
You know what else is
You're just
funny?
not.
I've also found that these women believe in these traditional views, no matter the financial situation. I've been told that even if you make less than, like the man makes less than the woman, they still expect for like the rent to be paid for by the man that makes less. If they make the same, they still expect the rent to be paid by the man. And if the man makes more, they still expect the rent to be paid by the man.
This is how, like, if I'm paying the entire rent
Or the mortgage or whatever the
and
case
is she living with me? Then everything, like, you're in my house at any moment, you cannot be here anymore.
And so that's
if
my
you don't
point.
go, but that's how it
another
worked.
thing.
When I lived in
you
Toronto,
can't make the decisions either to them. To
No,
them,
but see,
you can't
that's-
make the
but I-
decisions.
but that's because you can't have no responsibilities and also have control.
But then
you're
that's
relinquishing control.
But
when
that's the negative part that they don't want to actually talk about, because the reality is, if I'm sitting in a situation where I'm giving the control, or my partner has all of the control because he makes the financial decisions in the household, then that means that you're a dependent. And at any point, if he wants to just say, get the fuck out, you have no other choice.
And I-
that's the negative part that they don't actually want to talk about.
How is that an appealing set of consequences?
I don't even want you to make it that big, because I've posed this question. So if I was paying all the bills in the house or whatever the case may be, and all you were buying was groceries, and I said, you know what? I want all the walls to be black. I don't want to have this couch anymore, and I want every TV to be a curved TV. Why do you feel like you could have any say so in any of that?
You have zero
if I'm
creative
taking,
control.
If I'm taking control over
what
all
I'm
the
saying
money.
is that's the other part of it that they don't.
Yeah,
wanna
no,
talk
for sure,
about.
for sure.
In their mental, they just think that it's acceptable to put on Twitter that he pays for everything. But when you're in a relationship like that, where you're giving that level of control to another individual, then you don't have any say so.
And they don't wanna talk
that's
about
the part that they don't want to talk about.
They don't want to talk about their mom.
Shut the fuck
when
up
their mom was shutting the fuck up. When their mom was shutting the fuck up and just
that's
going
what
with
was
it.
happening back
That's
then.
true, actually.
When they dad walked in and said, "Yo, we going to Wisconsin," and their mom said, "Bet my nigga, yeah, hey,
Exactly.
we going to Wisconsin." She was.
I love cheese.
She was
Exactly.
that's exactly what she said. Damn, I love cheese. How'd you know?
And that's the
They
part that they
forgot
don't want
about
to talk
that.
about. That's the part they don't want to talk
When
about.
they came in and when they dad came in and said, "Yo, bend over," like it was.
But it goes
that.
both ways too. I didn't realize guys. Yeah,
That's
that's
it. No,
I peeped that.
and say
Yeah.
that's not how it was.
It was.
And then they ended up with 8 kids. And the mom, she ain't never wanted 8 kids. But guess who kept coming in with all the money? The breadwinner and said, "Bend over."
So not to
No head.
And then
No head.
Wait, let's keep adding. Let's keep adding to that, and then not to that extent, but let's also bring to the point where you got women who are complaining that he's not emotionally or spiritually available to me, yada yada yada. None of that, because if I'm bringing all this financially, that's the area of the relationship you better have. Like that's the part they don't want to have the conversation about. That when back in the day when that shit was happening. Pops walked in the house
emotionally distant.
Nothing.
He ain't say
emotionally
listen,
distant.
and y'all
sat down. That food better be on the table, or it's problem.
No, look,
that's what it
the
was.
pre-dinner sandwich better be made.
And they don't want to say that. They don't.
When
wanna,
I come in the house, all the yelling and
conversation.
stuff needs to stop. I don't want to hear about anybody's
Yeah,
problems from the
they
day.
don't want to have it. They don't want that
Don't come
conversation.
to me with none of that bullshit.
They don't
And
wanna
the
have that
TV better be
conversation.
on the channel that I want to watch.
Exactly, because they don't want to have those
and
conversations.
your man has to work at Ford Motor Company. Like this.
And got the oil stain on the fucking shirt.
But that's how it was though for real back then, and they don't want to ever
They don't wanna have
acknowledge
that
that
conversation.
from their. And it didn't, and their mom or their grandma, they weren't happy. They literally weren't. So I don't understand why they ever want to even
So
take
that's
a
another part that I
nod
don't
back
understand.
to the traditional views.
That's the part that I don't understand. The fact that like so many women post this, pre this, were fighting to have a say so in what was happening.
You don't. You can't have control, and I'm doing. It's not gonna happen.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's like you want the traditional thing, and I'm gonna lead. Well, then that's what leading look. I just realized that.
That's what leading look like.
I mean, not making a decision when LeBron calls the play, and
Even the coach is like, I guess that's what you playing.
because LeBron is leading that fucking team, man.
Yeah,
That's how this shit
You
works.
think Steve Kerr told Michael Jordan, "Hey yo, throw me the ball in the post real quick"?
No.
After your isolation, you can see me in the corner, make that pass, right, Mike?
no, he
how it
told
works.
him timidly, "Yo, I'm open sometimes," and that's how it went.
It's
how
like,
it went.
hey, Mike, I know you're busy and shit because you like 6 people on you. Mike, sometimes you might, if you look closely, you might catch me in the corner. Just try and look for it. If you can't, it's fine.
You know,
all
Mike,
right?
this is exactly
That's
what
how he came
Mike
at
said.
him.
Mike said, "This nigga."
And he didn't even respond to him.
He didn't respond. Look, because that's
He cut him out the huddle.
He's like, all right, nigga.
You're talking too much.
Hey, Phil, run that fucking triangle.
run a triangle and put it. It's me, Scotty, and Dennis, and put 2 other niggas in.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck
I don't care who it is.
Put 2 other folks
So
in.
not to mention,
niggas don't want. They don't want to have that part of the
okay,
conversation.
but not to mention Lupe's album and like his EP or whatever because it was great.
Oh yeah,
But-
Joe Budden didn't hate on. They were just clowning about.
Oh really?
This. Yeah.
Okay, but in the intro
Yeah.
track, Virgil said something. So the EP was called House, and Virgil brought up the idea that your idea of what a house is just based off your childhood and what you've seen.
Mm-hmm.
So if your house had a living room and then 5 bedrooms, that's what your idea of a house is going to be. And that's a difficult thing to change. And so if people grew up and that was like their parents, and that's that's how their parents grew up, then of course they're gonna see a lot of the positive things. Like, man, I wish I had a relationship, especially if it was a good relationship between my mother and my father.
I understand
That does-
that.
And there's also an appeal in relinquishing life's miserable responsibilities. Because sometimes it's very annoying to deal with. Like when you wake up and, oh man, you got to pay the bills today. Like you got to email. IRS hit you up, like all of that stuff. Nobody wants to deal with that stuff. And if you have the opportunity and if it's socially acceptable for you to just pass that shit on to another person, then I see the appeal in not wanting to do that stuff. But at the same time, responsibility is what gives meaning to life.
Why I can't totally agree with that, because they've never even experienced that second portion to the fullest.
What's the second portion?
About them,
the other side,
the
of that.
responsibility and all that stuff like that.
You probably got a taste of it and was like, mm-mm.
But I mean, that's cool, but they still don't understand the full.
Because I've had these conversations. What they'll say, these women that believe in the traditionals, they'll be like, they'll claim they're independent and be like, before you, I was doing this shit myself. I don't need you. I've heard that so many times. So then if you don't,
You were barely though.
huh?
Barely.
And regardless of barely, maybe she's caking. Regardless, she could have plenty of money. Man, we sat there watching a Desiree video. How many times she pretends she had $100,000 in her bank account, and she still wants part of that traditional hybrid modern. She just picked and choose like the things. What do I want in a relationship? But that's fine for your relationship. Only time the only time it impacts me is when you don't get around to telling me that shit until very deep. Because if you want to offload life's steep responsibilities onto me with very little payout to me, that's something you're gonna have to be upfront about. You feel me? I was talking to a girl and I was like,
fair.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't even I can't, the idea of a relationship doesn't even hit me, like, especially if she's not into, like, if you don't do 50-50. And I said that and I looked up, because in Georgia, like, I'm like, you got to be certain. In Toronto, you could just say that and she'd be like, obviously, dude, why did you even have to say some shit like that? And then she was like, and her response was like, oh yeah, obviously. And that was the end of the conversation. I was like, oh,
you know what's funny though? You know what's
relief.
funny when you have those conversations too? Perspective and life experience is so important in all these conversations, whether we're talking about the wife, whether we're talking about the guy with the baby or whatever, even this one. She might have said that now, and 50-50 with dating is cool. 50-50 with a live-in together relationship is different, and 50-50 with a marriage is completely different as well. So she might have been, yeah, of course we're gonna go 50-50 when we date.
Nah, but
once we go, and I'm not saying this is a specific girl, but also like you said with the house thing though, right? What you see is what you know, and you might have said to yourselves, you know, my mom beat me, I'm not gonna beat my kids. But for the most part, you're going to take away what you want. But you got to be open and have a sense of perspective of other things and not completely dismiss other things, or you're going to get caught in this tradition. I hear a lot of my friends, their parents are set up this way, and this is exactly how they want it, where the dad pays for most of the stuff and everything like that. And I know for a fact they don't know about the nights that their parents argue.
That was the part I was going to bring up. Is that you still don't know the negative side, because for the most part, women there was no choice. So yeah, they grew up that way, but the reality was, this is a part of my life that I have to accept, because I don't really have that many other options, because I'm not educated, I don't have the ability to make XYZ amount of money, and I'm not financially stable enough to venture out on my own or to have a say so in this relationship. So their perspective of what a relationship was based off of their inabilities. If you're in a relationship now, and with those inabilities comes a status in the relationship to where you don't have any say-so over XYZ. However, now, if you have the ability to financially take care of yourself, you have the ability to be educated, if you have those abilities that put you in a situation where you should have say-so, that's a vastly different relationship that you can have with a man than your mom, grandmother, great grandmother, aunts, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm not really knocking them, and I understand where you get the ideology from, but the difference is they were doing that almost out of necessity because they had inabilities that held them back from interacting with men in different ways. You don't have that,
but they think that grass is green. They think that grass is green, and that's why they. And
that's fine. And even to your aunts, your mom, and your great grandmother, whatever. Even they think that was fine. That was acceptable.
So you guys, sorry, I don't want to cut you off. I was going to change course.
No.
So if you're going into a relationship, Omar, do you prefer a more traditional relationship, or
Definitely
do you do 50-50?
Definitely not.
And it don't even have to be 50-50. It can be 60-40, but like we can't be like, you just not.
The only time
doing
I'm
anything.
gonna feel like a responsibility to pay for something is if because I have money, like, and I know you don't have money, and I'm asking you to do something that requires money. I'm not gonna ask, like, you're not gonna have to go out of pocket for some shit that you can't afford just because I want to do it. Then I'll be like, yeah, I'm not gonna be a dick.
Let me say this to men out here: women are getting more educated. They're getting more professional careers. They are bossing up. They are making money. Don't play this stupid. Flip the roles. Let them be the leaders of the house.
Why would you want to just
and
sit
you
home and
be
do nothing?
second? I'm not saying sit home and do nothing. Work your job. Have her pay for all the shit. No, but on a serious note, though, what I would rather it be is like an open discussion. And I was playing, but I was being for real about that whole we moving to Wisconsin thing without getting too deep into our personal lives. That's what happened. That's what happened with my granddad and my grandma.
Oh.
My mom is from New Jersey, and one day my granddad came home and was like, "Yo, I quit my job. We going to South Carolina," because they're both from South Carolina and they moved up to New Jersey. And then one day, my mom was in like high school. They said, "Yo, we going to South Carolina." You know what my grandma did? Packed it up.
She said, all
She
right.
packed that shit up. They might have got behind the door and she might have, oh my gosh, why you don't discuss things with me? But guess what was already done? And guess what? The sole income of the house had already made a decision. So guess what was going on? That.
Word.
They was going down south. So that doesn't even sound like, I wouldn't even want that for a woman. I personally couldn't even just come home and just say, here, I quit the job. So, you know,
Guess what we're doing?
guess what we doing
Together.
as a family. And on top of that, at that point, it was, my mom had 6 siblings at that point, 5 siblings at that point. So he just made a decision by himself for 7 people and say, we going down to South Carolina.
All
Do
7.
you have a job, babe? Nope. But guess what? I'm a mechanic. It's going to be easy to find a job. And guess what? It wasn't. So that shit is stupid to me. I could never be that selfish and want you to just have me solely. Because guess what? Not saying I'm gonna fuck you over. I'm gonna make decisions. You're gonna come home and the house is gonna be black. It's gonna be a basketball hoop up over the hardwood floor. I'm never gonna pick up.
Here's someone who's not paying rent start trying to make
That's what I'm
decisions around the
saying.
house.
I'm never gonna pick
It's
up
not
my
gonna happen,
underwear.
bro.
It's not gonna be like the most enjoyable thing, and I promise you, I'm gonna feel justified because I'm paying that much of it, and you claim that you offering the cooking. Me, you can't cook better than me.
And when you in
person.
trying to be a bit more mature about this.
Fuck them bitches.
Come
What
and
do you mean?
all the whole gender men?
Some of
No,
them.
you talking about the ones that believe.
Oh,
The
okay.
ones that believe that I really can't. And let
But-
me say this too. These are coming from people who aren't in
Relationships.
relationships, whether it be short term or long term, or if they were in them, they're not in them long term
knows?
because
Oh, I thought you meant like out of us. I was gonna say because Lo's definitely in a
no.
relationship.
The people that you hear that from, you can hear them. I haven't been in a relationship. I haven't been in a long term relationship. I've never been in a relationship. Women should want to even like, especially nowadays, they should want to spoil their man. Like it should be like a thing.
That's what I was saying. That's why. What was number 2 on my list, Lo?
And
Ambitious head.
not even if it's something crazy. I'm not asking.
Expeditiously.
I'm not asking for the rollie because I got one. I just want you to feel the need to like you listen and you say, oh yeah, you know, what do you want for your birthday? Because my birthday is coming up. Oh yeah, I want this, and I've always wanted 2K. I want 2K, another copy of 2K16. You know, I've been trying to shoot a video, whatever. And that's the one thing she took from me. She might have not been able to afford or knew how to obtain anything else on this list. You might have said this type of DSLR. She might have not knew what the fuck you was talking about. But she took that one thing and she spoiled her man with at least one thing on that list. She should want to do that. Some of them just, oh, well, I'm going to give him that same pussy I always give him.
No.
Oh, okay. Please don't say that. It's giving me fucking flashbacks. Oh, horrible.
That's what I'm
gifts.
saying.
That's
Women
what
are
the
terrible gift
Have they done that to you before?
Women are terrible
Yeah.
gift
I
givers.
keep saying they like it's one entity. As a woman you talk to,
Yeah, women are terrible gift givers. Well, he said all these things he wants. Let me give him that same pussy. I'm gonna wrap it up a little different this time.
in lingerie
In
that
lingerie.
you
A little
got
different
for her.
lingerie.
Let me say this to
What you
be
pay
again
for, right?
again a bit more mature. I don't like. I think another thing. I think some women may believe that men enjoy that type of control in a relationship.
Some do.
Some do.
Yeah.
that's fine. But I think majority
I
of
feel
men,
like they
if
don't
they're
even realize
being
it. To be honest with you.
yeah, I think majority of men, if they're being honest, they think that it's more or less exhausting And I think most men,
Yes.
I think most men may accept it because, again, they think in a traditional sense that's what a man is supposed to do. But from that, it leaves the man so exhausted, that he can't be emotionally there for you.
I wanna be honest when you get done.
He can't be emotionally there for you. He can't be there spiritually. He's not as communicative with you because of the obligations that you.
I don't want to be a dickhead and cut off your rant, but communicative is not a fucking word.
Whatever. He doesn't communicate.
Communicative.
He doesn't communicate with you as much as he probably should, because again, everything that you're doing, everything he has to put on his shoulders is just exhausting.
So I want to say that because I work for myself, and there's a lot of people that rely on me all the time, and it is fucking exhausting. And so, not that I don't like to lead, but even like in the A&P shit, because we do the videos here, a lot of the time I have to set things up, and I have to go to a location, and then I have to buy the things for the video, and then
Not
I have
Davis,
to.
the other guy who's in Atlanta.
No, he's horrible at planning anything.
Not him.
No. I know all the camera stuff, so I'm picking up the cameras, making sure the batteries, memory cards, when we come back, everything is uploaded. So even I take leadership role there. And then on my own main and second channel, when it inevitably dies, it won't last forever. It's gonna be because of me. I take full responsibility and full leadership.
But you know what's crazy?
It's like, man, I gotta take. Yo, bro, I went on a date, and she was just like, "Hey, what you want to do this thing?" I was like, "Yeah." In an hour, she was like, "Oh, okay, I booked it." So, is that time good for you?
Extremely refreshing.
And I was like, not that I don't want to lead. I love to lead, but I'm not obsessed with fucking control.
Yeah.
I already came to a conclusion I'm not going to be in control of most things. So if you could take control from time to time, what do you want to do? You want to do this shit? Hey, I'll try it. I don't know if I'll like it, but we can try it. And she books a thing. I was on a date a few weeks ago with a girl. I never went to a Thai restaurant before. She was like, I like Thai food. So I was like, all right, I never been to this place, Midtown Thai food. Boom, I went to the spot. It was all right. I prefer Chinese food, but I'll give Thai food more of a chance.
Yeah.
But it was all right. But she booked that date too, and she got reservations.
Yeah.
It shit is I'll tell you right now.
Refreshing.
Maybe for
It's
some of you
very
guys
refreshing.
that like where you have like a boss and he makes and you just have to like go with. When you're always making decisions, sometimes you get tired of making decisions.
Yeah.
And then when you come home and you got to make more, I have to make more decisions now because you want me to do this leading thing.
Not even make more decisions. I now have to. Not only do I have to make decisions, but she also wants me to communicate with her about the decision that I'm making in the house that I'm paying for. That's going to come out of my money.
I'm already too tired.
It's already done.
I spent
the basketball goal in the living room.
basketball
So there's a whole bunch of studies that talk about like you have to do your most creative and important stuff early on in the day because it's like a meter to the shit and you actually run out. So what you'll see a lot of CEOs do is wear the same shit every day. Why am I gonna? Or what they'll do is they'll plan what they're gonna wear the night before because you don't want to waste your decision making fucking power or your willpower on remedial things. So at the end of the day, I guarantee. So that's why sometimes like I'm not trying to deal with you because I have to do everything when I'm with you.
I've learned in a relationship sometimes you do gotta let yourself be disappointed too with her decision making. And I know that sounds so bad, but from the bigger to the small, sometimes you do gotta let her decide on the restaurant. It might not be something that even sounds remotely good that you'll even like. Because like you said, I didn't think I liked Thai food. Now I know I don't like Thai food. But sometimes you do got to be disappointed with that.
It's cool. But also I think in many cases they think that it's that, or at least with me, let me just speak from my experience. Sometimes they think that I actually care that much, and I actually just don't care. If we just go grab something to eat and it's something different, I'm not going to be upset at you on the way back home like... fucking Thai food. Are you fucking ridiculous?
Yeah,
bro, I wouldn't come with that energy because that's just
some niggas do.
Nah, but I would the same way with the Summer Walker concert. I would just laugh it off like, man, that really wasn't it. And then you're like, yo, I'm still kind of hungry. You want to go grab Mickey D's? Like I would do something like that. I wouldn't be like
offer her McDonald's, but
just something quick. Yeah,
McDonald's.
Yeah, that's a bad decision.
But I'm not gonna be like berate you in the car like.
Let me share this.
Food?
Let me share this because
never again will you have a say so.
Some people be like
give
that,
you one
though.
decision.
One decision. That's why all you do is cook and clean.
And then, yo, bro, she would just be like, okay. Because that's
the reality of what they were growing up with.
And I don't even want that. What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. That's a conversation I don't even want to
I don't want you. Every time you're saying okay to this shit, yo, fight back.
Let me fight back. Let me say this about the exhausting thing that you brought up.
It's a really good point.
you and your mother are very, let me say, she's more indecisive because she just enjoys spending time with us, and you're so nonchalant. When it comes to picking out anything to eat, it was always like, Omar, what are we going to eat tonight? What are we going to eat tonight? Right? That's a part of the most exhausting shit. And it's on a smaller scale. But that's your role in the
relationship, though.
See,
you make
bullshit.
The decisions
That's
of what
bullshit.
we eat.
It's so exhausting.
It's your relationship.
Because, and I know we're a family.
Too.
I'm so right, too. That's
not
what
only
makes
is
it
he
so
right,
funny.
He'll say something to mommy like, I'm not really feeling it. I'm like, God,
typical women shit. But
you just have to say.
But what's so funny, and they might say something, too, after I pick some place, and it might end up being nasty. And, oh my gosh, I can't believe we let him pick this place.
And I'm so nonchalant where I don't actually care.
Well, I can't even believe you got me up in this place. This is my mom the whole time. This is my mom the whole time. I can't believe you got me up in this place. But mind you, we spent an hour before me frustratingly asked, all right, what you want to eat? What you want to eat? What you want to eat? Marcel, what you want to eat? It don't matter to me. You know what I'm going to say. It don't matter. I mean, whatever we going to eat. Mom,
truth be told, I
can eat this.
And they ain't answer no questions.
Didn't answer no questions. When this happens every single day of the week, it gets exhausting, ladies. And I know there's only 3 ladies listening.
I do like making the decisions when it comes to food, though. Because I only eat once a day. You're not about to fuck that shit up for me. But most anything else... I'll give you a problem if you recommend a spot scale. And say it's wavy and it was just I'd be like, okay, so you're on probation now. I'm making the food decisions for the next week.
Listen, we can watch this shitty movie. Like not everybody's gonna be perfect.
You and shit like that.
But
we
I
can
have
watch
to
the
be able to
movie,
laugh at
eat the shitty food.
Swear to God.
We should. I expect to be dealing with a person who I can laugh at it, like you were saying. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even if it's a bad. Literally, I was watching a Tyler Perry series and really wasn't enjoying it. And both of us just laughing at like how bad it was. Like had green screen in the background. I think was driving through a green screen in Atlanta, and you can see literally the green screen lights refracting off of the windshield. And we're just laughing about it. Like, look at that shit. Like, yo, what is going on? Or you can see the green screen warping in the background, moving around. We're just laughing about it. So even though it was a bad show and it was her decision, we both enjoyed it because A, we just enjoy our company, and also we have the same sense of humor. We can just laugh at dumb shit like that. So even when it's a bad decision being made, if we can still find a common ground, I'd rather do that.
But women get caught up in those societal standards. That's really why they want that bullshit.
And I can understand.
I want a strong man who leads. I heard.
I'm gonna have to bring Candace on here. Candace gonna have to come here.
She gonna have to. I heard a woman say to me.
Here when you can maybe over there, but you never.
Let me interrupt. I heard a woman say to me, I'm not gonna marry a man who's not good with his hands. Like if he doesn't do the physical stuff. And to y'all's points, if I can pay for somebody to do that, like why do you even want me to really dedicate like a Saturday morning to fix the alternator on your car?
My time is better spent elsewhere.
And not even saying that I don't know how to do that, but why would you want me to spend my time doing that? And you come outside. Do you like have this picture in your mind? Oh, I'm gonna bring my baby some lemonade because he's fixing my alternator.
Some women do.
Dog, I am a pharmacist. There's no reason why I should be fixing the alternator on your car when we know a good mechanic. There's no reason why I just want to see you cutting the lawn and trimming the.
I think that's a preference.
Women think this though.
I know, but I'm saying I don't. But some women, I mean, at least the ones out there, they didn't.
I'm gonna hire somebody. No, I want to see you build something. You want to see me build a bookshelf that we can buy?
Sorry, I just had an idea.
Bitches is stupid.
We're doing an A&P film video, and I just had an idea for my film while you were talking. Let me write that shit down.
Anyway, I
think that's it.
Tired of slandering women. Fuck Max is nice.
I don't know what that is.
Max is nice, the YouTuber, the white boy that keeps doing the same LeBron videos. He's corny. Listen,
I ain't gonna lie, that shit. Hey, yo, real talk. Hey, that is some of the corniest shit I've ever seen.
I came here to applaud Agent. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna applaud you. Throughout this whole quarantine, this whole time where people really can't get out and be creative, I'm not starting to see because I knew it, but you start to see more that these content creators are reliant on a bunch of other shit and a bunch of other people so they can copy other people. And without the ability to copy other people, they wouldn't have channels, careers, and all that stuff. So the fact that you're able to be creative and share your story and keep it fresh and entertaining without the bullshit, I really do applaud. Max is Nice has been doing the same LeBron dunks like and
Who's
D Wade. The white boy that's the only thing he does. D Wade responds to the dunk like this. These NBA impersonators.
Oh, like B-Dot.
Yeah, like B-Dot.
Well, he's way worse.
Well, he's way worse than
He's
B-Dot.
way worse.
Oh, this is the guy that like Bleacher Reports or someone keeps
Right,
posting and
right.
everyone's like, stop doing that.
Yeah, please
So-
stop. At first, I thought everybody was like fucking with it, but then I go in the replies, it's like, man, bro, you had the whole crew going crazy, bro. Like everybody's just like, no,
Because
nigga.
this shit it's boo boo. It's the same shit over and over
It
again.
is the same
Him
shit.
is terrible. He's terrible. What's his name from Too Hype? Zach TDG. Stop putting Too Hype in your fucking titles. That shit is lame. Stop
I'm not gonna lie
doing.
to you, when AMP like gets that name recognition,
Yes, you gonna throw it in?
I'm doing that
That's
shit
what.
too.
No,
on the
listen.
second channel.
And I'm gonna start doing that. And this is exactly how it's gonna be. I'm gonna have a 10-minute video and
Hey, you can
2
do eight-
minutes.
You can do 8 now.
Yes.
Oh, I can do an 8-minute. Oh, thank God. So
Yo,
I'm gonna do a 7-minute
I'm
and
gonna pause what you're
59
saying real
second
quick
video.
to let you know this guy lives in a $20 million mansion. What the fuck?
Now, he might be riding by this shit though. This might be somebody else.
All right.
I don't know. I can't be in this. But this is the same. Listen, this is the same. But how old is this video? Let me see. How old is this video?
I think
like
it's the
within
most
a year.
recent one. I think. Yeah, July 23rd.
So if you go back to maybe like 2017, he's got the same fucking.
Oh, you've been doing
shit.
this for a while.
It's the same thing.
The same shit. And he's bigger on Instagram too, so it might not be on his YouTube shits, but his it's the same shit. It's the same shit over and over again. Oh, look at this. All this shit is be likes. Everything is a be like.
It is. It is.
So Zach T whatever, what is his name? Zach whatever the fuck, I don't know. The nigga from Too Hype, the light skinned one with the little shits on his head.
Zach or LSK?
Lonzo Ball be like, no, not LSK, not the tall one.
Yeah, Zach.
Zach, stop putting. Oh yeah, we did this at the Too Hype house. Ate cereal at Too Hype house in your titles. That's bullshit.
It's an 8 cereal.
and what's crazy is he'll do something for all 9 of these minutes, and then at the last minute he's eating cereal, and this is what he'll do with Jesser in the video. Yeah, you know I'm with my guy. So yeah, subscribe,
That's regular
like,
vlogger shit.
and da 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 da.
You don't watch it on YouTube. That's so regular.
That's lame as fuck. Stop not being creative.
And I
or
think
get
the guys who
fuck off
originally
YouTube.
started that was FaZe.
Oh yeah.
Because FaZe is like hundreds deep. And
FaZe
all of them
has
use the FaZe name
changed.
for clout.
Face has changed so much. I'm Modern Warfare 2 phase.
Let me just say this. I don't watch Zach TTG's videos to even know what it is. It's not a knock on him or anything they do over there in Too Hype. I just don't even watch.
No, it's not a knock on 2. It's still fuck 2 Hype from the last time I was here. But
Man.
still, the fact that he feels, no, for real, the fact that he feels like that's a creative way to get views off, and I'm gonna put that 3 videos out like that in a week, and that's my 3. That's lame as fuck. Stop reacting to videos just like this. Oh yeah.
Only nigga who do that is Flight.
Oh
Dead
no,
ass.
no! It's a lot of people that do reaction videos
I said no.
just
I'm
like
saying
that.
the only one who can. Put
Oh
it on
yeah, but they sit there. Oh, that's the video, y'all. Go ahead and like, subscribe,
is Flight. I ain't
comment.
gonna lie. With the whole drama the past week, there's been plenty of people who just did that.
Stop
And I was
reacting
like,
to
bro, y'all niggas
that
is
bullshit.
corny as hell.
Stop with the
Corny.
fake bullshit has just gone to another level. Fake fights. Sid and what's his name? Smoothie.
That shit was
Too
so
corny.
fucking-
How
That was
you
fake?
fake? Come on, dog.
Nigga, stop.
Are you talking about the boxing thing?
Yes.
Not,
That was
boxing.
fake.
Not,
No,
not
not-
boxing.
The fighting thing.
When they had the beef and they fought and he ran up on him and they
They
threw a
kept
punch.
hugging and stuff like that.
And he threw.
then-
Listen, he threw
That
a
was
punch.
fake?
He threw a
Nigga.
punch. This is what he did. He threw a punch and looked in the camera. And then they got back to square and threw another punch. Looked in
They
the camera.
sold that done because I didn't know that was fake.
Oh, you the fake expert.
I know, and
You
I
should have
couldn't
brought
tell.
Beamstar out. That's what should have happened.
Nah, I didn't see any crazy hits, but it was just as
This nigga is cap.
no. It could have
they
been
were
equally as
hugging
possible
each
that they
other.
just didn't know how to fight.
No.
that bad. They were hugging each
No, no.
other for half the time. And
The fact that
missing
they were
punches.
looking at the camera, and why are you sitting there? He had an MLK speech at the end. Yo, I don't even want to
I didn't
really
watch the
do
whole
you
video.
like that. Oh, so they fought. I promise you, it was like 2-3 fights.
It was, to me, it was funny, but it was also kind of corny.
Hey, him throwing up was real though. He threw up in the video. I don't know
Okay,
if
I
you
saw
knew
that part.
Him throwing up was real. But so I don't know his names. Sid, or I don't know if it was Sid or Gio, whichever one. At the end of it, yo dog, I don't even really want to do you like
think that's
that.
Sid.
You my man.
What? After they just fought?
And
fake.
I could really do you like that, but I don't want to. And mind you, they're standing this close to each other. They apparently have real beef. They standing this close to each other with the camera on both of them as they're making, yo, dog, I can't. I don't even really want to do you like that because it could go there. But I'm saying I don't want to take it there because we shouldn't be beefing over nothing like this. And the other one's just sitting there like this. That's bullshit. I really applaud the ones that stay creative.
Hey
the
man,
real
when we
content
boxed,
creators.
that shit was real.
The real content creators.
You know what I'm saying?
Not
But
I gotta
even
wait for
y'all-
somebody to do something to copy their
But
shit.
even when y'all box, it wasn't the premise behind y'all boxing wasn't based off of a beef that y'all may have potentially. Like I don't know, like if that was real, that is literally some of the worst fighting I've ever seen in my entire life because he was literally swinging, blatantly missing, and then just hugging it out.
Bro was fighting like this.
That's what I'm saying. It was horrible, and they kept hugging.
Well,
That's why I don't think that.
okay,
that
but
was
that's
real.
The throw up was real.
generally speaking.
No,
A lot of people
no.
refer to that as a clinch. And even
He's clinching after every missed hit.
okay,
they didn't
but
hit each other.
So in the boxing video, anytime that I like whiffed a couple shots and I knew there was gonna be like a counterattack, I would immediately go for the clinch to break it up. Now I don't know what kind of rules they had in this fist fight of theirs.
You even what you doing, that you still got hit by Duke a few times. And
Well, I don't think I ever clinched Duke. I only clinched Davis.
If
You
you
still got hit by Davis.
I want you to rewatch
not during
that
the
video.
clinch, though.
I want you to rewatch that video and tell me that it's not fake. No, I'm
I
not
mean,
saying not
I
right
never,
now.
when I watched it, it was just on some casual shit. I wasn't analyzing it, but it was, to me, I was just like, oh man, they can't fight at all.
Knowing what you know now and what I'm saying now, rewatch that video and tell me that it's not fake.
I'm probably not gonna do that, but all right.
That shit is the most bullshit. So I understand that y'all boys, and we ain't gonna say his name because he's lame as hell for what he does in his fake videos.
Who?
Fredo.
Oh,
So-
my bad. I didn't know. I didn't know who we talking about. I didn't know. Who
So, but the fact that y'all can't be creative lets me really know that a lot of y'all are either exploiting the viewers.
They are no. That's
Yeah,
that's
I
just what
know.
that's what
Yeah,
that's,
that's
that's
what
what
it is.
entertainment
Okay.
has always been.
These niggas.
That's not anything.
These niggas is lame. They ain't trying to
Entertainment is
provide.
not exploiting viewers.
There's people that really truly.
There's plenty of forms of entertainment that's
Yeah, but
exploitive.
the actual premise of
All I'm
entertainment
not
is
saying. What I'm saying is that the concept of how you get views is just exploiting them. That's not new.
but you're not really trying to exploit people. You're trying to exploit YouTube.
Even on
the
TV,
people.
it's still
No.
even on TV they do that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't watch TV, so I can't tell you that. I don't know who actually.
It's
people-
gotten so bad they have to make laws
You're
about
saying
them.
you're
Like,
saying
that's just
you're saying exploit
exploiting that.
YouTube, but there's people still have to view the YouTube. So it's like when you put at the 2 Hype House in your video, like come on now.
But that's also part of like playing into the algorithm, so it can also be recommended from other 2 Hype videos.
I get that as well, but you're also still getting the clicks from the kids as well, still, because even it can still pop up on their timeline, but they still gonna
But
click
that-
on.
it
Oh, he's
shouldn't.
at the 2 Hype House.
that's more
I'ma
so-
see Jesser.
I think that right. We gotta wrap
That's
this up.
lame.
We gotta wrap
That's
this.
lame,
We
dog.
gotta wrap this
Stop
up.
being corny.
All
Create some. I'd rather see Max's Nice actually hoop. Because it sounds like he don't have no problem
Yeah,
going out
and
hooping.
there's so many
Shout out to
people
White
pulling views
Iverson, because
actually
White
hooping.
Iverson,
Yeah,
White Iverson
which
be
is
going out
crazy,
and
right?
hooping. White Iverson be going out to these parks. He's racked up like 30K subs in like 2 months because he's actually out there hooping.
Nah, you know who needs a shout out? Tristan Jazz, who I saw play against like real runs against real hoopers and was balling.
Wait,
it
who
was
are these
fucking
real hoopers?
impressive.
I do fuck with T-Jazz.
No,
T-Jazz
when
be
you see
hooping
him
against
play,
kids.
they were all D1, whatever.
No, they weren't. T-Jazz has no videos where he's hooping against them.
I swear to you, I saw it 2 weeks ago. I only saw it because Cash reacted to it because I'm not actually subscribed to T-Jazz. But then I was like, after seeing that, I was like, bro, I need to subscribe to T-Jazz because first of all, he was playing at an elite level really well. And keep in mind, he's really just known for fucking trick shots.
And also, we supposed to get Devontae Frigo on here too.
Oh, D Frigo? Oh, now you know. I love
yeah,
me
he
some
hoops,
D
yeah.
Frigo.
I've been talking to him behind the scenes.
Oh, for real? Oh, no,
Yeah,
I fuck with D Frigo.
You know, that's
I was on.
he for real.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
that's not
on
even
D
a
Frigo
cap.
before a lot
That's
of
not
y'all.
even a cap.
A lot of y'all. So,
He for real.
but no, that's who I would.
Is he from Atlanta?
No,
No.
from-
But he's like,
he lives in Miami and he goes to school in Ohio. I think his mom
Yeah,
stays in
Ohio,
Ohio
yeah.
or something like that. I really fuck with.
I could tell you named his whole family lineage right
His dad
there.
stay in Miami. or
Off
something
the
like
dome.
that. But no,
Yeah,
that's
he
the
for
real
real.
hoopers. Who T-Jazz hoops against is I wouldn't say they're.
You had to watch the video. It was truly
I
impressive.
watch T-Jazz. Listen,
Alright.
No,
I
that's
know
what's-
okay.
we're
Listen.
wrapping it up.
It's not like Cash Nasty getting into like playing real hoopers. Like T-Jazz is genuinely
You wanna
good.
tell me about the hoopers?
Yeah, I don't know. Cash was having a field day for a month, just making up categories.
Making sure everybody understood like where I stand amongst everybody else, but then didn't say that when LSK was ranking people and claimed that Davis was somehow lower than fucking Flight, and then put hoopers in the same fucking list as just regular YouTube niggas. I'm like, y'all niggas is retarded. Y'all just say things. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all be talking about.
But are they hoopists?
He was literally putting.
He dead ass made up a word, bro.
What I'm saying is, in the term of what Cash is using, they were putting hoopers, like the hoopiest of hoopers on YouTube, on the same list as Flight. It's like, that's not the same thing. That doesn't make any sense.
It was the category was basketball YouTubers or content creators.
I know, but then Cash specifically said, "Yo, all these hoopers, these, all of a sudden they want to play me and they don't understand. I'm just a hooper.
Oh.
I'm not a hooper."
And let me say this: he's not a hooper. He's a guy that plays basketball. Let's put that out there.
That should be the lowest rank.
I fuck with Cash too. I do. All of a sudden, I do.
You a nigga who plays basketball.
He plays basketball. That's it. And also the
so
fact
what's
that he
a
has
hooper then?
probably like
T-Jazz?
T-Jazz, yeah.
Oh.
And then I think if you're above that, you've played some type of like collegiate level basketball. He has T-Jazz above.
Oh, so Cash is a nigga who, for real. He's just a nigga.
He's a nigga that plays basketball.
Oh man.
Or even has the ability, because I believe T-Jazz has the ability to play basketball on a collegiate
Bro, you
level.
had to. Let me
So
just
does
play
Jay
this video in
Jones
the
and all that
background while you do
stuff.
this shit.
But the
But
fact
but
that
what is Jay Jones? Because Jay Jones, they definitely not no nigga who play
my
basketball.
boy Jay Jones, you
Those
alright.
are at bare minimum.
Now who
hoopers.
was? Now you know I've been on Kick Genius before.
Fuck up. You know he's lying.
No, I've been on Kick
No,
Genius.
before we
since-
before we
you
wrap this
definitely
up,
cannot put this
who's a better basketball player? You or Agent?
Oh, that's not a question. I do this though. I play for real though. So.
You
Why
a
are
hooper?
you? Why are you?
You a hooper?
I saw him put up a
You
shot.
a hooper or you a nigga
know what's
who play
crazy?
basketball?
You could tell when people like dead ass don't hoop.
Uh-huh.
Omar, you don't hoop. Just by the fucking way you went up with your shot, I could tell you don't hoop, man. Cut that shit out.
And I hate that you're doing this for the podcast.
And I'm not. I'm dead ass meaning.
I know. I hate that you do this on the podcast, but I'm gonna let you know I kill. I play for money, so it's not one of them.
But we could do that.
It's gonna be on your second channel because I don't want people
look,
to see that.
Jazz
I'm
versus D1 hoopers, pro and D1
no,
hoopers.
and I've seen this. I seen this video that you're about to pull up too.
No, I don't think you have, bro, because you can't see this and be like he's still a guy who played that. You can't just say he's a hooper after seeing this video.
He's a hooper at bare minimum.
So have you ever watched like J Law's videos?
No.
See that, and that's what I'm talking about right there.
So what is Devontae Figure? He a hooper, right?
Yeah.
I'm just
This is
saying.
ugly that we're saying it.
Yeah, he's a hooper.
Yeah, he's a hoopist or whatever the fuck. I put him on the highest.
So he's a hoopist.
He plays professional basketball.
Has he got accepted already?
Yeah, I think he signed to a team overseas.
Okay, overseas. Okay.
Yeah, he plays professional basketball.
He's hoopers.
Yeah.
He's hoopers.
Which league though?
It don't matter.
You know the difference between the leagues? Like if I really told you?
But there's like different countries have like top.
He was getting offers from the G League as well. Let me just say that as well.
So, I'm also
That nigga's
asking
a
you if I
hoopist.
told you the difference in the leagues. Like if I say he plays in Turkey, you would know. Like okay,
There's
Turkish
multiple leagues in
basketball.
Turkey. Which one is at the highest level? Because that would be impressive. Turkish league is pretty good.
I would. Nah, listen,
He's a hoop-
he can.
he's hoopers.
Yeah, bro.
He's
He's
hoopers.
He's playing real
He's
Division
hoopers.
One players as well. Like they
Yeah,
go to
he's playing D1 players.
Division One single A. Like he's playing like
Yeah, he's hoopist. He's hoopist.
school TV schools. He's playing TV school
When you
players. and all
get
that
to
shit
when you
like
get to the point where like there's even a conversation for you to even make it to the league, at that point we hoopist.
Who are you talking about right now?
Devontae Figure.
He can make it to the league.
that.
How old is he?
He's younger than
Like-
us.
like y'all- like y'all
yeah,
right
like our
age,
age.
yeah.
He was born in '97. I've really been on Free for.
That's what I'm saying. He is hoopist. That what Agent talking about? No, like no, he's hoopist.
So and I'm saying T-Jazz is not on this level. I'm saying,
and I don't
I
think
want to see
T-Jazz
that
is on
matchup
that
because
level.
I haven't seen.
and T-Jazz is like my height as well. And
Yeah, I don't think T-Jazz. But I would say T-Jazz is a
dick
hooper.
ride,
I think T-Jazz is a hooper, and Cash is a nigga who play basketball.
he's a nigga that plays basketball. This little tap.
Oh, he played against Jay Jones. Okay, this should be a good matchup because I know Jay Jones is nice.
Jay Jones beats him.
Let's wrap this up, bro. Shout out to everybody out there in the podcast world. Thank y'all for listening to another episode of Peer to Peer Podcast. We will catch you all next time. Agent, you gonna say something to say?
Fuck Audio Mac. If y'all new to the channel, I ain't telling to subscribe off for it. Make sure to subscribe. Omar, any final words? Are you a scammer?
Finesse. No, go follow me on Twitter. I think I'm at like 800 followers now from the last time I came on here. Once I get to 1,000, I'll actually drop my first video. For real, no bullshit.
Wait,
on the second channel.
Wait, huh? You have 2 channels?
Yeah. No, once I get it, I'm gonna do something at the AMP house. So that's my first video.
Here, nigga?
Working out at the working out at the AMP house. Teaching Waleed how to bench press or something like that. That's gonna be the name of my title. Featuring Jesser. Who they like Duke or Davis more? Featuring Davis.
Duke.
Featuring Duke.
Why did you answer the question? It was rhetorical.
He said Davis.
Huh?
Yeah,
No, but it was a rhetorical question.
So yeah.
No. Well, he answered it wrong. So it can't be
my first video is making eggs / working out at the AMP house featuring Duke.
There's no AMP house. Where's the AMP house?
Duke who?
Waleed. I gotta teach Waleed how to bench press.
Oh, okay.
Featuring Davis. I mean Duke.
Featuring Duke. Because Davis ain't gonna pull that many views.
Shout out to Phantom.
Duke always gets. Davis always get ratioed on Twitter, so he's definitely not gonna help you out on YouTube.
Shout out to Phantom. Shout out to Duke. Shout out to
honestly,
Davis.
If we honest with ourselves, it would be Duke, Agent, Phantom.
Man, that's a clean release. Looking like Danny. Oh.
Then Davis.
In terms of what are we talking about?
Relevancy.
Oh my God.
We never talked about this. I want to know, and this we can say this for the next time. Why did Chris get to be an AMP before me? In the podcast. End it.
He's the editor.
End it.
Can you imagine the nigga who edits every single video? He can't be in it before for another nigga's brother. Like, what are we talking about?